Hello, good evening, my sweet TikTok friends. Let me just sort my little screen out just to make sure you can see everything how you should be seeing it. That is wonderful. So I can see that TikTok has let you know that I've gone live. So let's wait for everybody to come on in. And in the meantime, I'm going to prepare my little needle to stitch this block in front of me here. So let's see who is coming on in to spend the evening sewing with us. Hello Dale, hello Ellie, hello CH, welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. Actually, I'm just thinking I might actually have the wrong needle there, but let me just try and find another one. That one feels a little bit too, that's better. Actually no, I know where it is, it's in my sewing box, isn't it? Because I had it last night. Let's find the sewing box. We can get it out there. Hello Len, welcome to you this evening. So there are more products in my TikTok shop, which is super exciting. So I thought we'd wait till a few more people come in. Hello Elaine, and then I'm going to talk you through the products. How exciting, because as you know, I literally launched my TikTok shop on, when did I launch it? Saturday, Sunday, no, Friday, can't remember. And no, when was it? Oh no, I don't even know. Anyway, the days just seem to be blending into one right now. So I'm gonna stitch this block anyway while we're waiting for a few more people to join us, and then I can show you, because quite sadly my my scrappy dolls were not allowed to be sold in the TikTok shop. Well, and nobody wants them, so, but you know, it's okay, it's absolutely fine. So please do share my live, and thank you so much for liking my live as well. So I'm going to Karen's stitching this one. Hello IDK, how are you? I know now, it's such a shame nobody wants them. Well, it's not that nobody wants them, actually it's that TikTok doesn't allow them to be sold, so that's a bit like, so I went to all the effort of listing them in the shop, doing the videos, doing the photos, doing the sizes, doing everything, and then they're like, no, they will come. Their wish is a real show. I'm very good, thank you, IDK. Hope you are well as well. Hope you've had a good Tuesday. So I thought we would get this block stitched tonight, and then I'm going to show you some of the products that's in my TikTok shop and talk about those, because now I can, which is really exciting. And actually, I've done the thing where it says to pin them. So don't know what that is, but I've just pinned them anyway. So hopefully you can see those. And then I thought we would get on with the Jelly Roll Race quilt, because you remember I stitched that into the row of the 16. Well, I measured it, I need to do it again, so it's in a row of 32. I did wonder about that, because when I did it into the 16, I thought, well, it seems a bit too long, so I thought I need to do it into the 32. So that is what we need to do. And then we might get on sewing some more, another section, so we might do another 100 strips to this evening. And also I need to make some rosettes, because what I thought was that if you guys wanted to grab any of my handmade things that's in my TikTok shop, then I'm going to send you a completely free rosette with it. That's what I'm going to do. And so I'm actually going to sit and make those to go with the items. So, and I need to get some made anyway for some quilters I'm going to see. So yeah, so that is the plan for this evening, people. That is the plan. Let's see who else is joining us. Hello Marino, welcome to you. Hello Gerald, giant pipe Gerald, I absolutely love that. Hello Daniel, welcome to you. So I'm just checking that this is not going to move, because I don't want it moving like the other one did, although last night the one we did actually went fairly well, didn't it? Actually did not move, so that was really good. Hello DR48, welcome to you. So yeah, so that is the plan. But I have had quite a busy day. I've been doing lots, you know I said this to you before, that you do an email and then you get a reply, then it turns into like a Zoom meeting, and then you have to do another email, and so that's basically how my life goes during the day. So we've done that. Anyway, we are well and truly on our spreadsheets now, ready for our quilt show, which is super exciting. And I've been having more chats with a whole collection of quilts that's going to be on display at our quilt show, which is on the 5th and 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse. So please come along to that and support us. I know it's absolutely brilliant, Dale. Honestly, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Literally like a whole collection, and they're just like, well, how many quilts do you want? I'm like, well, how many have you got? And they're really special quilts as well. So I'm hoping to have, once that's finalised and I've had my meeting, which hopefully is going to be Monday, about that, I'm waiting to hear about something else before I book that in, then I can tell you all about those quilts, because it is quite similar to hello KK, welcome to you. It is quite similar to one of the quilts that I've interviewed before, and it's on my YouTube channel. So you're gonna be like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really incredible. And so I've created my spreadsheet of all of the jobs that need to be done at the quilt show, because we are going to have some people that are going to be like patrolling. Well, they're not going to be patrolling, they're going to be like quilt guardians really, and doing a few little jobs, bits and bobs around the show, because obviously I'm only one person and I cannot do it all. As much as I'd like to split myself into like 30 people to do all the jobs, I know that I can't. So we're going to have lots of lovely friends and what have you helping us out to support us for that. So yeah, so that's really, really good. And the other really exciting, hello Fifi, a bit of news is that we are, hello Isla. Hello Isla. So I'm just stitching this at the moment, Isla, and then I'm going to show you what is in my TikTok shop. So that's really, really exciting. And the other exciting thing as well is that we've been approached by an incredible musician to put his music on my YouTube channel, which is really, really exciting. And I'm going to have a meeting with him tomorrow. So I'm like, woohoo, it's going to be so exciting. So I can take all about him, because you guys are going to absolutely love him. His music is incredible. He's quite a new artist, and the music's very upbeat, it's very happy, which is what I really, really want. If you listen to any of my YouTube videos, then you know the kind of music that I love. So once that's all like fully in place, I can give you all details about him. And it looks like he's going to be coming to play at our quilt show as well. So that's going to be like a proper, party, I reckon. It's going to be like a reunion and like a party. But yeah, so I'm really like full pelt of that. I know, Isla, I know. So what have you all guys been up to today? Have you had a good day? Hope you have had an informative day, should we say. An interesting day. So I'm just going to finish off stitching up this, and then please remember to share my live as well. That will bring a few more people to watch us this evening. So I'm probably going to be on, we'll see how it goes, probably going to be on to about 10, because you know what it's like, you start doing the sewing and then time just flies. It absolutely flies. It really, really does when you are doing sewing. And so yeah, so that is the plan for this evening. We're definitely going to do some more Jelly Roll Race quilting, get that quilt top done, and then a few bits and bobs. So so tomorrow I am off to do a video for my YouTube channel, which is exciting, and that is going to be, where's my little snippers gone? Oh, there they are. That is going to be for the sewing machine for our prize for the beginners category at the Quilts UK in Malvern, which is in a couple of weeks' time. So the plan for that is very similar to the one that was from October last year. We've just in the shop, yay, well done, Dale. There's more things, isn't there, Dale? There's more things that got approved. There's only 2 that haven't been approved, and 2 I have no idea what's happened to them, because they're definitely there, so I've just got to wait for them to pop up. That's the plan. If they're there, I know. It's very exciting, isn't it? So I'm gonna be gradually putting some more things on. Obviously, I'm gonna be putting my patterns on, and so we're gonna get those on. Probably get those on maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, and then I thought maybe on Friday I'm gonna show you how to do a wonky star. It's called a wonky star, and actually I've got a quilt that's made in a wonky style that I thought I might put there in my TikTok shop to see if anybody wants to give that a good home. So we will so keep an eye out for that, definitely. But all my patterns are going to go in there. There's quite a few of them actually currently. Here comes Dodger. Hello Kai, welcome to you this evening. Hello Jean, welcome to you. So I'm literally just stitching on this block at the moment, and you're probably thinking, how is she doing it? So what I'm doing is this is my block, which is called a patchwork across his block. Then I've got my backing fabric. Then I've got my wadding on the back, and I'm stitching from the wadding through the blue into like the back of this. So that's why you can't see it on the front, because I'm securing it from the back. So it's a bit like invisible invisible stitching, if you like. So yeah, so that is what I'm doing. And what else? Yeah, so the patterns. So we're going to put the patterns in there. We might put some fabrics, because I do have some fabrics as well. We might do that. So some fabrics that I love, because we do have a few fat quarter packs. Because as you know, I go to visit quilters and then I take my pop-up shop, don't I? So and the pop-up shop, you can see that on our website in the gallery. So that's on there. And there's other bits and bobs as well. So we will see on the video. You have no sound. Oh, that's a shame. I did have sound. What have they done to it then? They've obviously like muted it. What a shame. Is that like the individual ones then? I'll have to look at that, because on my thing it showed it, but then obviously I've got like TikTok Shop Studio or something like that. It's a whole different app for the TikTok Shop, and it's playing on there. So I don't know. Maybe they've muted me. Who knows? Maybe you can't have words. Maybe you can only show it. Don't know. I have no idea. No idea. I will investigate that one. Whether I can, I don't know. I can contact them, I think, to see what they say. But thank you so much for informing me of that. That is super helpful. Hello, Paige. Welcome to you this evening. We're just sitting here stitching on this block before we get the sewing machine going to carry on with the Jelly Roll Race quilt. That is the plan for this evening. Hello, Oliver. Welcome. Hello, Deb. Welcome. I should say welcome back to Deb. I know you like watching us doing our sewing. So what have you been up to today, guys? It's showing you have sound, but nothing. Oh, how very odd. Very odd. I wonder if I'm supposed to put, I don't know. I wonder if I'm supposed to put like little captions on it. Maybe I should have recorded it through TikTok. That could be why, because I didn't do that. Remember, I'm so very new to the whole TikTok Shop situation. I will investigate that. But yeah, whether I can take them down and redo them, don't know. We will see. Maybe they're supposed to have captions on it, because when you do a video through TikTok, it gives you captions, doesn't it? And obviously it didn't have captions. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Oh, it's very intriguing. But that's okay, because I'm going to show you guys all of the bits and bobs tonight. And so there's only like currently, what is it, 6 or 7 items, I think, something like that. So yeah, so it's going to build up over a bit of time, but it won't build up to loads, because obviously, yeah, I think that could be right, Dale. I think maybe it wanted me to do that. 5, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there's still 2 that are like lingering somewhere. There is definitely still 2, and I think I might know why, because of the fabric that I made in. Obviously, it shows like a very well-known character, so it could be that. Don't know. But yeah. Now let's see how we're doing with this. Let me see how I'm doing. I'm getting there. I'm like kind of there, so I've got like this bit to go around here. Thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you so much. Hello, users and load numbers. Hello, Satizin. Welcome to you this evening. Yes, so tomorrow, I'm actually really looking forward to it, actually. I love going and doing a video. So my plan is that, so I go and interview them, and with like the sewing machine place, and then, and she's called Karen, and she's really, really lovely. It's quite unusual actually for a lady to be a sewing machine dealer, shall we say. So she's going to like talk to me about all her different sewing machines, what are really good for beginners, that kind of thing, all the different like buttons and processes and everything that each sewing machine does. And then we are going to make a decision on which machine to get, obviously based on her wonderful advice. And then that will be the one that will be given as the beginner's prize at the show. So, and then I'm going to get to wrap it. So I'm probably going to do that, because when is it, the week after? Yes, I might actually do that. Maybe at the weekend, maybe. It needs wrapping. Oh, the cotton is up on the wadding. So, I'll take this one out. yes, so it's going to be really, really good. And my hello, can't wait to the machine. I know. Me neither. Me neither, Dale. Like, oh, can't wait to go and choose it. I loved it when I did the other one because there is one from Doncaster from last year when we sponsored the category there, and it was really good fun actually. But I think I mentioned to you before that when I went to film that one, it was torrential rain and we had to park like so far away from the shop because there was no parking. And by the time Eloise and I got there, we were literally like drowned rats in the rain. It was quite funny. It literally was quite funny. And so, yeah, so I do look back on that video with great fondness and think, yeah, I was like really, really caught in the rain. But luckily, where we're going tomorrow is really, really close by. So, and they've got a car park, so that's really good. You saw the video. It's a good one, isn't it? It's a really, really good one, actually. I mean, considering how wet we were when we arrived, and obviously, you know, these guys are really busy, so we can't take up too much of their time. It was yeah, it did come out really well. So we've decided to go somewhere different because obviously we like to support all of our suppliers, and so yeah, so that's going to be really, really, really good. And then what we would do, hello Julie, welcome to you this evening. Hello Julie. What we would do is we will package it up, and I'll do one of my lovely rosettes to go on the top again, and then get that ready, yeah, to take to Malvern with us. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And then we probably won't do 2 videos this one. I'm probably going to put it into one, because where we're going tomorrow is not as big as the other place, so it won't be like 2 videos. It'll just be one. So it'll be like me choosing it and then us going to the show and then me giving the prizes out at the show and giving that one. I mean, it's quite difficult actually to give a sewing machine because they're very heavy, aren't they? And you can't really stand there and like holding it. So we will, yeah. So we would do that, and what else? I'm just trying to think what else did my day consist of. I mean, mostly spreadsheets and emails really today. I've got patterns to write as well. I've got 3 patterns to write because you remember I showed you. I think I showed you it back in January. I might have showed you. If not, I will show it everybody again. So my my quilters are doing the Underground Railroad quilts, and so I've designed. Well, I mean the patterns are already there, but essentially I've had to redesign it to fit into the pattern. Hold on a minute. Is it muted or is it not muted? No, that's better. That's better. You can hear me now, can't you? So I quickly had to do a little admin thing. But let me know if you can't hear me. That means that I've accidentally muted myself. Hopefully you can hear me. Hello, Jane. Jane, just Jan. I love that. Love that. Yes. So, hello, Jake. Yes, that's it. Oh, good. Thank you, my secretary. So the Underground Railroad, yeah. So basically, the Underground. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the patterns. That's right. So I had to. So there's all these patterns for the Underground Railroad quilts, and I've had to like kind of design them, if you like, into the size that I wanted. And so there's my quilters, the Crafty Stitchers. They are doing that as their quilt this year, and so I've actually got 3 patterns to write for that by the 11th of May. So it's not much longer. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I might be able to get started on that in the morning. If not, maybe Thursday morning. Because actually, technically speaking, they're not that difficult. They're the ones I've got to do. That's why they're doing 3 on one day, because 2 of them are just super easy. Anyway, it is quite possible that I will maybe release that as like one whole pack of the quilt as well, because there's 12 blocks for that. I mean, technically speaking, the Underground Railroad quilts I have loads of different blocks. I don't know if you guys know about those quilts or not, but if you don't, I can always tell you. So yeah, so I've actually done my blocks. All my blocks are done, and I just need to do that for them. So I've got to do those patterns. And yeah, and then of course I've still got loads more labels to do on those quilts ready for our quilt museum. It's getting there though. It is getting there. I had a bit of a break, you know, and as you know, I do like this machine here to do the lettering on. So although I haven't kind of like worked out the next bundle really, but I need to work that out. So let me just see how this is going. Just see. Oh, we're nearly there. I can't believe it. We actually knew that. Just got to get from here to there. So we haven't got much to go. So yeah. So it's going to be a good, interesting day tomorrow. I will let you know tomorrow night. I will let you know how it went, and I'm hoping also to get some goodies out of her, because it's like we're buying a machine, but what goodies can you give us? So I'm hoping that lovely Karen is going to throw in loads of goodies. And usually goodies consist of like a sewing machine bag and maybe some cottons and maybe like a little what they call an extension table or something like that. That's what would be very, very nice. And then yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know as yet. Hello Tali, welcome to you Tali. Hope you're good. Is that a Scottish flag? It looks like it. Hello Eon. So I don't know how many people have entered our category. That I need to find out. I mean, I haven't been told, but I'm hoping we'll find out at the show. But I'd like to find out beforehand, really, as to how many people are in our category. The lovely beginners. So I've had Anita. Hello, Anita Lamb. Welcome to you. I've had a more think. You know, I said I was doing the spreadsheets today, ready for our quilt show. Well, I'm having to think about the people's choice. Do we call it? You know, we were talking about this, weren't we, the other day? Do we call it the people's choice, or do we call it the visitor's choice? It's a bit of a quandary. What do you think? The people's choice or the visitor's choice? Don't know. Because the quilts at our quilt show. Hello, Nan Ruth. Welcome. The quilts at our quilt show they're not going to be judged at all. And the people putting the quilts into the display, they can have their names on it if they want to. They don't have to have their names on. Hello, Sandra. Welcome back, Sandra. Yes, they don't have to put their names on it. Well, they have to put their names on the quilt so we know whose quilts are who. But as in on the display, they don't have to be displayed. So I'm thinking of doing the people's choice. And I had a little chat here as well with everyone else. So we were thinking about, you know, I said about doing some kind of like little Rosetti, awardee, that kind of thing. Hello T, welcome this evening to you. So I will keep you updated on that. I mean, I might, depending on how many people enter their quilts into our quilt show, I might do a little rosette for each of them. I don't know. It really does depend on time, and it depends on how many there are. But they're all getting super excited about displaying their quilts, that's for sure. So we've currently got four groups, and then we've got one whole collection from something else, and then we've got like random like individuals who are putting their quilts into the show, and then a few of my quilts really. I mean, I think it's probably what's going to happen is I was thinking about this today. I was thinking what's going to happen is I'm going to be looking at it and going, okay, there's a gap, and that's where my quilts are going to go. They're going to be like putting all the gaps just to fill it up. That's what I think. So anyway, I will keep you up to date on that one. That's for sure. So let's see who else is joining us this evening. So I'm nearly there now. A little bit more, and then I think what we'll do, we'll wait for a few more people to join us, and then we will in a minute. We're gonna make some rosettes. That's what I think. Becky's come on in. Hello Becky, good evening to you. Right, I've got a little tiny bit more, and then I think we'll do the rosettes, and then I'm going to chat about what's in the TikTok shop. Hello, Betsy. Oh, Betsy is obviously from Wales. Are you from Wales, Betsy? Looks like you are with your little emoji dragon, potentially. Hopefully I've got that right. Your comfort show's back on. Ah, thank you, Becky. You make my day when you say that. Hello, Kira X. Hello, welcome to you. Right, so I've just, Becky, just to get you up to speed on this evening's sewing events, I've just finished stitching this one on. That is really, really good. Ah, thank you, Kira, for sending the rolls. Thank you so much. So I've just finished stitching this one on, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make some of our rosettes, and some of you might not have seen them before. Some of you might have, some of you might not have. I mean, if you watch my YouTube videos, you'll definitely see them, because I always wear them when I'm doing like my live streams, when I'm doing my interviews, that kind of stuff. And I was thinking, because I'm going to be showing you what's in the TikTok shop tonight, that's what it is I've put in there. There's only a few little bits and bobs in there. There's not a huge amount. And now I don't know how it works if you're in a different country. I have no idea, okay? Because it's only asked me for UK postage. So if you are in a different country and you want something, then just let me know. We'll work it out. I don't know. But I did think that, look at this one. Do you like this one? This one's so pretty. This is the one I showed you last night with the pinks on the corners, which I love, absolutely love. So, here we go. Right, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to get my bucks. Get my bucks out to do my rosettes. So, oh yeah, I suppose we could do, because I did make up that little pack, didn't I? So this is what our rosettes look like. Okay, that's what they look like, and usually we wear them when we're out and about at shows. And I'd forgotten actually that I had some all made up. We'll make these ones up, I think. Actually, that's a pretty one. I quite like that one. Should we make that one? I've prepared it all, but actually I like that one. So let's do that. So that one I got from when I went to a stash sale. Someone gave me those. Right. Okay, let's pop that back down there. Oh, thank you, Becky, for sending it. I am awesome. So let me show you something actually. So Dale, you'll be really interested in this. So you know the hexiform. So that's the hexiform there. So this was something that I made a little while ago, and actually what we did was I backed it with what's called a bump wadding. And I'm slightly going off tangent here because we're supposed to be making these, but anyway. And so that's the bump wadding, and then we backed it with another fabric, and then this was long armed. Can you see the stitching on that? It's been long armed, so it's been on a really, really big machine. This bit has, because the long arm person, that's not someone's got long arms. They've got a machine that's got long arms, and so they do like this amazing, incredible patterns. So the person wanted to see. Hello, Neil. Hello, good evening. The person wanted to see if they could actually, their machine would actually go through it, because it is a lot thicker. But yeah, no, isn't it lovely, Dale? Isn't it? And actually, to be totally honest, this kind of proved to me that you don't need to put any other wadding on it, because it makes it really, really it makes it quite thick. But I just don't know what I'm going to do with this. This is my problem. I mean, it's too, look, if I do that to it, it's too long and thin to make it into a zippy pouch, right? So I'm thinking it's got to be a bag, and I'm thinking I've got to do something to go on the back to make a bag. Anyway, I'm going to keep that here. And then at some point we will come back to that. But in the meantime, I'm going to do some rosettes, and I can show you how we make these. Hello, Jenny. Welcome to you this evening. So, we're going to sip on my tea. Hold on a minute. Right. So so Becky, just to get you up to speed from what I was talking about right at the very beginning. So I've put more items in my TikTok shop, but my scrappy dolls. Did I show you the scrappy dolls, Becky? You might have to let me know. They didn't get approved. Ooh, they weren't approved by TikTok. I'm not allowed to sell them on TikTok. But the zippy pouches are like, yay, they've been approved. So but there's two that are like sitting somewhere in the wings. We don't know where they are right now. But you know, maybe they will appear. No, you haven't seen the scrappy dolls. Oh, let me show you. Look, there. That's my scrappy doll. Look, she's so. Oh, hang on. She's so cute. Look. So this is the one that I made on the. It's made out of a quilt block. I made it on my YouTube video of how to make a scrappy doll. So this is the famous one, and then I've got another one. This is the one that I did when I was live on TikTok one night, and aren't they cute? I know. Oh, Becky. Well, message me. You never know. I might be able to, like, you know, pop them over to you. Because yeah, I can't. Yeah, but anyway. So let me get my needle threaded up. And yes, I know the scrappy dolls are cute, aren't they, Dale? I know. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But all my zippy pouches got approved, and my Japanese knot bags got approved. So I thought what we do is, hello Inga. We'll wait till a few more people come in, and then I will talk to you about what is in it. I mean, to be honest, most of the things you guys have already seen anyway, because you've seen me make them, or well, actually, maybe not the knot bags, because one of them I did as the YouTube video. I'm gonna do it in this one. I'm gonna do a rosette in this one. This is actually one of my favourites. Hello, Big Flu Dog. I love that. I love that. It's a very fun name. Very fun name. So Becky, have you had a good day? How are your kiddos today? And am I coming on Lily Rose 4? I know, she absolutely would. Becky, send me a message, okay? And on the back end of TikTok, send me a message. I'll see what I can do. That's all I'm going to say. And you can have a choice. And then I think we can find. I'm sure I can find 2 homes for them without that. Yes, please do, please do. I mean, generally they are for that age group as well. That's the thing. Anyway, so you see that. Did I tell you about when I went to the? I think I did. I might repeat it anyway. When I went to the children's hospital, and a little girl there, who was 6, she had a little teddy with her, and she had a. I can't remember what it's called now. Come back to me in a minute. She had a little teddy anyway, and she. Yeah, so I said to her, would your teddy like a little skirt? And she was like, oh yeah. And so how I'm doing this is how I made her a little skirt for the little teddy. It was very, very cute. Very, very cute. Hello Muro, welcome to you this evening. I'm just gonna make a few little rosettes, and then we will get on in a bit with the sewing machine. We'll wait for a few more people to come along. Hello Bubbles. Welcome. This evening. So yeah, it's been a good day. I think I feel thank you so much, Laura, for liking my live. Please remember to share my live as well. I think I've had a very accomplished day today, is how I feel. And I've done lots of emails, lots of spreadsheets, lots of planning for the quilt show, lots of also other planning as well, because I've got to sort out, you know, I'm going to Liverpool in June. I've got to sort out where I'm staying for that. I've got to sort that out. And a few, like, the problem is people, so I've had a few people that like want to have a meeting, and then I've got other people that said they want to have a meeting on that day, and I'm like, let me know. It's quite infuriating when you're waiting for someone to get back to you. Like, just get back to you, because I've got other people that are waiting to know as well. Which is quite, hello Susie, welcome this evening to you. Have you had a good day, Susie? So I'm just busy making one of our rosettes, which I will show you in a minute. Let's see who's coming in this evening to Lynn. Oh, thank you, Nursey Lynn. Hello, how are you, Susie? Are you good? Hello, Ahmed. Welcome, Ahmed. And Desmond as well. Desmond we've seen before. Hope you are good. So yeah, it's been I feel very, very, like I said, Lily Rose favourite dolly, Ickle Pickle. She looked great with a rosette skirt. She would, wouldn't she? She really would. Oh, I love that. I love that name as well, Lily Rose. That's so cute. Right, so now I've done like this bit. What I do now is get the badge back. So this is my badge back that's going to sit on there. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I've decided, because everybody needs a rosette, you see. You need to proudly like walk around with your So Happy Quilters badge on. What was my daughter's favourite? What was my daughter's favourite dog? Oh, so my daughter, she's got a teddy, a bear that is called Goodney. And literally, she's still having him. He's like one of the family. He goes everywhere with us. And honestly, if we ever lost him, it would be a disaster. It really would be a disaster. He's been on a few adventures, though. He has been on a few adventures. I could actually tell you one of the funny stories. I think you guys would be quite horrified if I told you. Would you like to know the story about one of Goodney's adventures? Anyway, so I'm stitching that to the back, and then I'm just going to tie it off on the front, and then we'll do another one. Yeah, so she didn't really have favourite dolls, but she really had a favourite teddy. And lovely, what am I doing? Yes. So the reason why it's called Goodney is because when she was little, when she was like about, I don't know, 2.5 maybe, no, maybe even a bit younger than that, she used to say, he's a good un. She'd go, he's a good un, he's a good un. That's why it's called Goodney. So he's always been called Goodney. Maybe I'll make Goodney famous and I'll show you, but I don't know how she'll feel about that. My husband's literally going, that would be funny. We won't make Goodney famous then. We definitely won't. No, because she would be happy. No, so what happened was, let me tell you the story, okay, what happened to Goodney, because you are going to be horrified, okay. So I can't tell you that obviously the name of the, because it does involve a very, very well-known, big, expensive hotel in London, okay. So I can't tell you the name because obviously I'd be giving the brand out. So I could tell you like what happened. So what happened was, we stayed in this hotel. Actually, it was for my husband's 40th. Okay, so it was a bit special occasion. Anyway, so my daughter had a Goodney bear. She had 2 others. So Goodney is actually married, obviously, to a bunny rabbit called Beautiful Bun. And then they had a friend who is a llama. I can't try and think what llama's names are called now. Anyway, so what happened was, we went out for the day, okay, around London. And we came back and they'd all disappeared. They'd gone from the room. They'd literally gone from the room. And we were just like, woo, where is he? So we literally, so now, anyway, I'm just going to stop for a second just to show you what I'm doing. So I put the badge on the back. That's that side. And now the badge is going there. And that is one of our rosettes. That's how you make them. Anyway, so we literally turned this hotel room upside down to try and find the bears. And I was thinking, you know, did the cleaners, did they put it in the wardrobe? Did they put it in the drawers? We literally could not find them anywhere. And I was like, oh, this is a problem. This is a big problem. There you go, look. Ta-da! Anyway, so we'll do another one. So obviously I ring down and I say to them, you know, my daughter's bears were in this room before we went out, and now they disappeared. So do you know where they are? And they were like, we have no idea. And I said, well, they were here before. I think, well, Becky, that's so funny you should say that. And I'll come back to that, okay, in a minute. So, I'm just trying to think, what was llama called? I have to ask my daughter. Anyway, so what happened was, so I ring down and I say to them, where are they? You know, they've got to be here somewhere. And they're like, well, we didn't see them. I said, well, they were here. So, you know, you need to find them and find them fast. Because my daughter, as you can probably imagine, at this stage was hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. And you cannot, as you probably know, Becky, with your daughter's bears and teddies, dolls, you cannot replace them. They are irreplaceable. So, so then I like waited, and then I rang down to them and I said, well, how are you doing? Have you found them? You have to have found them. And I said, if you don't find them, because I just had this idea. The cleaners had been in and obviously changed all the bedding and that kind of thing. I just had this idea that they were somewhere in the laundry room. That's what I thought. And I was like, ooh. So I rang and I said, you need to find them, because if you don't find them, I'm literally going to come down and I'm going to search all your laundry room and I'm going to find them. And anyway, it was an agonising, probably about an hour. It was an agonising hour. And then eventually they rang back and they said, oh, we're really sorry, we found them. I'm like, right, but are they okay? And they're like they literally found them. And what happened was when they changed the bedding, they put them inside the bedding, and obviously then threw it in the thing. And that, yeah, woo. I mean, they were really good, actually. I know, Becky. My mum instincts were absolutely bang on. They were bang on. Anyway, they were really, really good because, I mean, you know, well, really good in that should never have happened in the first place, but they were really good in that they went out to that very famous London toy shop, that one, and they brought more bears and more stuff for my daughter to say, I'm really sorry. And so, and we were like, oh, you know, because you literally can't replace them, can you? You literally cannot. But actually, funny you should say that about they're doing the story, because actually it's one of the things that's always been in the back of my mind. And but my daughter's always been, I don't know if I want to be famous, because she says, you know, like that famous bear, you know. I mean, like, and that was after a child's bear, wasn't it? And my daughter says, you know, but what if like Goodney became really famous? She doesn't think she could cope with it. She says, Mum, if you write the stories, because there are some other stories. I mean, like on one occasion, Goodney got put at the bottom of my friend's daughter's buggy trolley thing, and you know, like the basket underneath the buggy got put in there, and he travelled all the way from like Brighton all the way up to, I don't know, where were they from, like Yorkshire, something like that. So that was quite funny. That was great. But Goodney's had a few adventures. Anyway, so since then, what we've always done, whenever we've stayed anywhere, they literally either come out with us or they do not. They do not get left. They do not get left alone. We've even been known to put them in the safe. Inside it. But anyway, so you know, I always talk about my friend's son called Joshua, who is 5. Well, when Joshua was born, you know where this is going, people, you know this is going. We brought him a lovely little bear, but we also brought him a second one. We did, because I couldn't bear that to ever happen for my friend Danny with Joshua's bear. So what we did was we was putting my fan on and feeling a bit hot. We brought him one bear which he absolutely loves and carries everywhere, does everything with it. And the second one is in like not a glass cabinet, but it's in like you know, those PVC like cabinet things you can get for just like a display box. It's in one of those. I love to hear about Goodney and the travels. Oh, you know, it's Goodny. That's how she spells it, Goodney. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's really, really, really funny. Yeah. So Joshua has definitely got 2. Do you make dresses, Kira? Well, so I'm actually, you wonder what I'm doing now? I'm actually making a rosette. So I'm currently making one of these with this. So I'm doing this frilly bit around the edge, and but I don't make dresses. I've been known to alter them, Kira. Definitely been known to alter them. Hello, Jacob. But yes, I've got a bridesmaid's dress coming up soon. Actually, I was thinking about that the other day. Thinking, oh, another one to do. I mean, it's not something I do as a lot. I just do it as like a, you know, as a favour, basically. Oh, you're welcome. Do you want to learn how to make dresses then? Is that what you want to do, or is it something you're interested in, or? But yeah, I have been known to alter dresses. I do a lot of like my own dress alterations. So like one I'm wearing tomorrow. Might be when because I do my filming tomorrow for my YouTube channel. I think I'm wearing one tomorrow, and I've altered these sleeves. I'm good at altering sleeves and length, stuff like that. That's what I'm doing. I need someone who can make me sew. I can't sew. Oh, I'm sure you could learn how to sew, Kira. I'm sure you could go a little workshop or something. A sewing retreats. We always talk about sewing. Sewing retreats are really great because you get to spend a couple of days. You get to spend a couple of days on a sewing retreat, learning how to do new things. Right, let me just stitch this one together. No, I've not got the brains for it. Oh, I'm sure you have. It's not until you. The thing is, it's not until you start like trying, you know, you realise actually you can do it. Anybody can do it. Sewing machines are great. Just gonna make sure I'm doing that. So let's see who else is joining us this evening. What time are we on? We're on 10 to 8. Do you host? Actually, Becky, I do. I actually do host sewing retreats. So we have got our next sewing retreat coming up in October. So and it's in East Grinstead. So I don't know whereabouts you are, but it's in East Grinstead, and it's 3 whole amazing days. And so we had one back in November last year, but we're doing it in October this time because of other quilt shows that I've been asked to go to. So oh well, you're not too far to come down to it because it's only near Gatwick. That's why I chose it really, and it's a great place. It's like I've got a spa and lovely food, and so it's going to be kind of, some people do their own projects, and other people want to do like some of my patterns. I help them with that, but yeah, it's great. 3 whole days of amazing sewing. South Manchester. Oh, Kira, you're in Suffolk, and Becky, you're in South Manchester. Oh yeah. I just realised. Oh, so you're in Manchester. I love Manchester. It's a great place. So yes, you can, and Suffolk as well. You can come down for that. Not too much of a drive for you, Becky. You could fly down, couldn't you? You could even fly down. That's what you could do, from Manchester down to Suffolk. Manchester down to Gatwick. We could pick you up. That's actually one reason why I chose the venue, because you know I said that I was a florist for 12 years. Well, this was a venue I did a lot of weddings at, and I know how great it is, and I love that venue. It's really accessible and everything. And my husband's just giving me my drink. Hello Isa, welcome to you. And yeah, so we are currently we're only doing them once a year. I mean, we might next year do 2, but it depends if we get the people really. But it's a great time. We had a lovely time. It was quite good actually, because the hotel had never had people there doing a sewing retreat before. They were incredibly helpful. They were really, really lovely, and they're really, really great with like dietary requirements. And as you know, I look forward to it. Yes, please come, Becky. The details are on our events page as well. If you go down, it's on there. Go down and look. So it's really, really, really good. And as you know, I've got gluten intolerance, so they're really great with like dietary requirements and accessibility and that kind of thing. I'm just thinking, I'm going to run out of cotton. I'm looking at it thinking, oh, it's getting a bit close. I think I'm just going to have enough. So at our quilt show, we're going to have a whole section where you can sit down and make these rosettes. It's going to be like a little make and take, little free make and take you can do. And then we're working out, you must Becky, come to our quilt show as well, because we're going to have a whole kids area. That's the plan. We're going to have our whole junior quilters section, and we're going to have some of my great helpers are going to be, and some of my team are going to be on that as well, doing sewing with kiddos. It's going to be great fun. I'm just going to prep my next needle. And hello, Jeanette. Welcome to you. Maybe Lily Rose would love that. Yeah, bring her. We are going to have some little kiddos there. So we've got so our little Joshua. You have to show Lily Rose. I can't remember. Did you say she's 4? I can't remember. So Joshua, who's 5, he features on our first birthday video that's on our YouTube channel. And so go and show Lily Rose that. She'd love that, because she'll see Joshua on his little sewing machine. Because he's in my big sewing room doing a little bit of sewing, and he loves it. He actually wants to be on. He wants to be on some other bits of my YouTube channel as well. So right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a badge on the front of that one. Hello, Jacqueline. Welcome to you this evening. Good evening. Oh, well, this one's going to be cute. Look at that one. It's going to be very, very cute. So we'll leave about 5 minutes, and then we'll get one more made, and then I'm going to talk to you about what's in my TikTok shop, and then, which you guys can actually go and see it anyway. Hello, Shotty. Ta-da. Which one are you preferring, the yellow one or the big one? I like to make them as different as possible, and but I've got some. I might do. Let's do. How about we do? Oh, I know what. Let's do one of my favorite. Pink. Oh, I love that. I love Joshua. Oh, Joshy Squashy. Love that, love that. Oh, Joshua's is our little character, and actually, it's quite funny really, because I think I mentioned the other day that my friend, so Danny, so she's actually, if you go to meet the team and you look on there, you see Danny. Joshua is Danny's son, and Danny sends me quite a lot of videos of Joshua doing this and doing that. And so when I was having a problem with my phone storage the other day, and we went into it, it's literally all full up of Joshua's videos. So I'm thinking, right, I need to like Dropbox the whole thing so that I can then actually take some videos on my phone. Hello, Nan Ruth. Welcome to you this evening. Are you good? And Dale, you love the pink one. What do you like? Oh, you like that one, don't you? You like this one, that one. I've got another pink one, which is that one. Oh, that one's nice. Look at that. I think you might like that one, Dale. Look, do you like that one? That is really nice. Like I said, I tried to make them different. This is one of my favourite ones. And actually, I might wear this one tomorrow. I don't know. I need to make one for tomorrow, because what happens is, you see, I wear them when I go and do my filming, and usually I like either pin them on someone, or I give it as a little gift when I leave, that kind of thing. And so I don't generally have the same rosette. Generally, I have lots of different ones that I end up like giving to people. Just passing on the love, really, of the little rosettes. Hello, Rachel Riddy. Hello, fellow Rachel. And you spell it the same way as me, which is really good. Love the green, love the green. And the green, it's nice, that one. It's kind of, I don't know what, is that one of my, it's called Glorious Hummingbirds. Oh, you can't see it because the packet. Let me move the packet. That one there. It's called Glorious Hummingbirds, that one. Which is nice. Right, we're going to get this one done. This is your other account. It's Isla. Yes, hello, Isla. I remember. Have you had a good day, Isla? What did you do at school today? Let me just... Oh, it's tangled up now. Right. We'll carry on with this one. So, yeah, it's been you had a 400-metre sprint. Oh, Isla, I feel for you. Did you like it? I take it not. As you've done a crying face, I take it not. I take it you're like, no. Is that like a very much a no thank you? It would be a no thank you for me, that's for sure. Yes, those days. I think I said to you the other day, didn't I? When you get older, you get an adult, you don't have to do these 400-metre sprints. I hated it, and Charlotte couldn't feel her legs. Oh my goodness. Oh, those teachers have got a lot to answer for, haven't they? I mean, was the weather good though? Because that does help, doesn't it? You know, when you have to do it in like pouring rain, or, you know, through the mud. Can you tell us what started your love for sewing? What started my love for sewing? I mean, I think, you know, I was saying yesterday how I started sewing when I had my hysterectomy in COVID, and then I did it after that, you know, like to kind of for my recovery. Really hot and humid. Oh, you poor Isla. Yeah, so I kind of did it, and I think that's really what started my love, because I realised that actually it's so good for your mental well-being. That's it, literally what I thought, and I thought it brings me great happiness. You know, just making something little, showing someone how to sew something. And I think that's really what kind of, and I think, you know, I used to, like I mentioned it last night as well, I used to sew when I was a child, and I used to make like little dolly clothes, but that was it really. I mean, I loved it. I did love it, but I think I love it more now. I think because I can feel like the well-being aspects of it, you know, and it literally, when you're just sitting doing some sewing, it stops you from worrying and going down rabbit holes and thinking, oh, what about this and what about that, and is this going to happen, is that going to happen, you know, that kind of thing. Hello, Arabia. Welcome to you, Arabia. And so, yes, I think that's really, my love for sewing has really grown when I've been doing patchwork and quilting, and and just being able, oh, you're welcome, and just being able to create something that's amazing, and then looking at it and going, oh, that's really nice. And I think I love it more now when I teach it, because I can kind of like teach it in a way that you can get people to make things, have something made at the end of it, which is really, really nice. And so also as well, I get a lot of people that say to me, oh, I never thought I'd get this made. Oh, you just bought a something for your daughter's 9th birthday. Perfect age, Arabella. Arabia. Thank you. That's a really perfect age. But yeah, that's what's really nice as well. When you teach it and then you get to see them like proudly holding what they've made. I'm like, yeah, I love that. And then that's what keeps me doing it as well, because it's just incredible. So what does she want to learn to do some sewing, Arabia, or is she already doing sewing? What does she like to do? You have to let me know. Hello, Junie. Yes, I learned to sew and it helped my mood. Exactly, it does, doesn't it? It absolutely does, Arabia. It really, really does. And I think, also as well, what I really love, and this might be me, I don't know, but I really love the feel of fabric. I really love feeling it. It's really comforting, and that's really incredible. She just started learning that class for kids. It's so cute. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love that. I love that. On my YouTube channel, Arabia, which is the same name as this account, I've got on there a little a how-to on how to make like a box cube and how to make a scrappy doll, and your daughter's age can definitely do that. And actually it's in our, because we've got a YouTube playlist for our junior quilters, so she can have a look at that, and that would help her. Hello H, welcome to this evening. Right, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to talk to you about what is in the TikTok shop, because then there's only a few little treasures at the minute. A few little treasures. We'll follow you on here. Yes, please do, please do. I'm going to pop it on there. Right. Voila, look at that one. That one's really nice, isn't it? I like that one. Right, let me just get a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. Hello Lydia. Right, so because obviously we want to do some of the jelly roll race quilting, don't we? So I'm going to put that into there, put that over there. So what's in the TikTok shop? This is quite funny. So obviously, Sarah Jane, thank you so much for liking my live. Obviously, my scrappy dolls are not in it because thank you for sending me a heart. They're not in it because they didn't get approved, but I think I might have found them a home, so message me and they might be finding a home with you. And so then I've got these little things. So these are my Japanese, do you remember these I was making the other night, doing the Japanese sashiko little pouches, and I put the Chinese fabric inside. So there's 3 of them in the shop at the moment, and so basically this is something that I teach a lot of. When I go and teach, because I prepare kits as well for the quilters that I go to, I do lots and lots of demos, and I'm always stitching this. And so this one has this these little waves on there, and then this one. So this pattern is called a shippu, which is very interesting. And then this one also has Japanese fabric inside, a little zippy pouch. It's very, very cute. And then the other one, which is in the TikTok shop, is this one. And this has that lining. So it's they've kind of got, did I do a different lining? Let me see. So we did the green. Oh, we did the red, the green. And the same red in that one. And this one is the cherry blossom flower on that one. This is, I love them all. Anyway, so these are currently in my TikTok shop, and they're £10. And if you want to get one of these, I will send you one of our little rosettes completely for free to go with one of those. So that is those little pouches. And then the other one, so this one is in there. Now there are 2 others which I've tried to list, which is these 2, but for some reason I don't know whether these have appeared yet or not, but anyway, they do actually also have our special labels in it as well. there you can see our special labels. These ones will have labels in it. They haven't yet, but I will put labels in it. And this is our special, it's our website label with our ethos. And if you don't know what our ethos is shine, embrace, well-being. So that's those, and that's the same price. That one's £10. And then the Japanese knot bags. Let me show you those. Anyway, so there's two Japanese knot bags. And this one, okay, they're both kind of famous. Okay, I'm going to tell you why they're famous. And actually, if Dale was saying earlier that there's no music or no noise or something on the video that I put up, it could be because I didn't do it through TikTok. I did it on my phone and then I uploaded it. But anyway, but what I said was this one is kind of famous because this is the one that I've actually made on my YouTube video, on the how-to video, which is in the process of being edited and will go up soon. So the Japanese knot bags are basically, these are really, really cute. And actually there is a pattern for this. So the pattern eventually is going to go on the shop. We haven't done it yet. But so what you do is it's got a little press stud here where you Sarah Jane, you have a fabric addiction, you can't stop buying special. Come to charity shops. I know, it's mad. It's mad, isn't it? I love a duvet cover from a charity shop. Anyway, so you put the long handle through the short handle, and that's how you do it. So it's a nice little kind of evening-y bag. And then this one has got the little koi carp on it. And this one is also quite famous because it is actually in the pattern. So the pattern that I wrote has this one in it. And again, it's the same thing where you put the long handle through the short handle and you do it like that. And there is a little, there's a little press stud here. So that kind of stops people, like, getting stuff out. And there's quite a lot of room in it. I mean, I think they're like 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres, something like that. But you can see it up against me how big they are. But you can certainly get one of these, loads of these in it. So yes, so if you want to get one of those, they're in my shop, and we will send you a completely free rosette with it. And these are £30. These ones are. And if yes, so at the moment there's just these two. There might be a few more. I'm going to do some of those top tote bags. You know, the ones we've been making. I made for my friends for their birthday. I'm going to do some of those. So yes, so that's what's in the shop. I might show you guys later. If there's more people that come on, I'll show you later. Someone has got something. What have you brought, people? What have you brought? I don't really know. Anyway, I will find out. That's very exciting. So that is those, and we'll put them back there. So yes, I don't know whether these ones will pop up. Maybe. Don't know. We shall see. So now the Jelly Roll Race quilt. As I was saying earlier, now some of you guys might not know. I'm going to put these over here. And go down there. Oh, hello, Nan Ruth. Thank you very much for liking my live. So I'm going to put these down there as well. Right, so the Jelly Roll Race quilt. Now, some of you who are new, what have I just knocked on the floor? Oh, it's all right. Just knocked my light thing. So some of you who haven't done before, you might not have seen. Oh, you've just brought the zippy bag. Ah, thank you, Dad. Which one did you buy? Tell me which one you brought, and then I will give you a choice of the rosette. Let me know. Let me know. Because I've seen that someone's got something, but I haven't seen what it is. It's very, very exciting. Thank you, Dad. You might get a certificate. Hello, Barine. Welcome to you. Hello, Paps. I'm going to call you Paps. Anyway, so if you haven't seen the flower one, amazing. So you've got this one, that one. So that's my favourite one. So do you want me to make you the green? I know you like that one, didn't you? Did you like that one? But do you want me to make you the green one, which is in? Hold on. That fabric, the flower one. Oh, sorry, I've just read the flower. That one. Mine too, yes, please. That one. Oh, that one or that one? Do you want me to make you that one, or do you want the pink one? Let me know, and I will put it with it. The green, right? I'm going to put it like that then, so I know. Amazing, thank you, Dale. That's very, very kind. I'm going to put that over there. Right, so anyway, let me just see how my charge is doing, because I was putting everything on charge earlier. Right, I think I'm going to... right, I think we're all right for a little bit. I need to sort my charge out in a bit. Oh, why has that gone off? There we go. Right, okay. Anyway, so coming back to it. So, my Jelly Roll Race quilt, this one. Now, you remember I did it in like a row of 16, didn't I? And I said I wasn't sure whether I needed to do it again because I need to measure it. Well, I've measured it, and yes, I definitely do, because it's way too... I'm just moving my stuff up so I can actually have some space. It's way too long. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stitch this together to create it into the 32, and then we're going to start another section. So that's the plan for tonight, until I think we'll do something different. Oh, I'm so pleased, Dale. I'm so pleased. I will. It's very special, you know, that one actually. They're all very special because they're all handmade by me. Right. So for those who don't know what a Jelly Roll Race quilt is, I'm going to talk you through it. So basically, you get a Jelly Roll strip. It's 2.5 inch wide by the width of fabric. But what happened is, my friends for my birthday last year. Oh, good. I'm glad it's cheered you up. My friends, hello Scott. My friends last year, for my birthday, they brought me some fabric, but it was fat quarters. It wasn't width of fabric. It wasn't a metre. It was a fat quarter. A fat quarter is a quarter of a metre. That's what it is. So anyway, so of course that means that my strips are shorter. So this section here has 100 strips in it, and I need to do 4 sections of that to make enough to make a king size quilt. So eventually it will have 460 strips in it. So now what we're going to do now is we're just going to stitch this together, and then we will get on and sew the other ones. Let's see who else is going to join us this evening. Yeah, so I can't wait until this is finished actually. Hello Julie, welcome this evening. I can't wait until this is finished, or actually get to the stage where it's going to be what's called sandwiching. that's some people call it basting a quilt. It's actually a quilt sandwich, because you have your backing fabric, you have your wadding, then you have your front, you have your quilt top. But technically for my quilt, it's going to, both sides are going to be in the Jelly Roll Race, because I've got a lot of fabric for this one. So yeah, I'll be really excited when we start doing this one. And when that will be, I do not know. We're just going to have to keep on working on it, and then we will see. Hello, Jack. Welcome to you. Hope you are good. Yeah, so you can go and have a little look for the other little bits and bobs in my TikTok shop, and then if you've got any questions, just ping them over to me. Hopefully I can answer your questions. P's joined us. Good evening, P. Have you had a good day on this Tuesday? We're heading fast towards May now, aren't we? And before I know it, we're going to be... I was not doing yesterday, so come to... thank you, Becky. Well, like I said before the other night, if you miss any, they're actually all up on my... They're going up on my YouTube channel now. Because we appreciate that some people want to see it and then they can't see it. So, you know, you can play it back. And you can put me on pause as well. You can pause me when you want to pause me rather than when I want to pause me. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about earlier, wasn't I? With the music for my YouTube videos. Because it's quite difficult sometimes, actually, because Eloise usually is the one who edits my videos, and she like chooses the music usually, and then I'm like, don't know, yeah, we'll have that one, or we'll have this one. And so now we've been approached by this musician guy to literally do the music for my YouTube channel, which is incredible. I mean, honestly, we're thinking like we're thinking about doing an SHQA jingle, that whole kind of thing. And so yeah, I'm just like, whoa, it's amazing. You know, we've literally just gone over a year. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Caden. Just literally gone over like a year old, and we're being approached by musicians to go on our YouTube channel, which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I saw that, Nafisa's joined. Hello, Nafisa. I saw that our TikTok channel is nearly at 3,000, which is incredible. Hello, hello, which is really incredible. And I'll let you know when it goes over on that number. Hello, Abdul. Welcome to you. I'm trying to work out. I love it when you guys put your flag nationality on your names, because then it's like I'm not very good at flags though, but I'll try and work it out for that. Rhonda, what am I working on? So I've never bothered you to create a character. Oh, please do, Becky. Please follow. I'm trying to do some sewing videos, but I haven't had a chance. Nafisa, get back to the sewing. So Rhonda, I'm working on my Jelly Roll Race quilt. And I don't know if you know what a Jelly Roll Race quilt is. For those of you who are just coming in now and want to hear all about it. So basically, a Jelly Roll Race quilt is doing a Jelly Roll strip that you sew together. And then, so this is one section of my quilt, and I need to do it in 4 sections, because otherwise I literally would be sewing 460 strips together, and that would take a very long time. So I'm doing it in sections to break it down. So this actually is 100 strips have been stitched together, and then in a minute, when I've done this bit, we'll go on to the next bit. So that's what I am doing today. It is very satisfying, Nafisa. Very, very satisfying. The thing is, so I know some of you guys are quite new to watching me, but the initial sewing of the first set together, you do feel like, oh, is it ever going to end? But when it comes together, so you sew it in a great big long strip, and then once you've done your long strip, you then join it up like that, and you sew it into 2, and then you join it up into 4, you join it up into 8, you join it up into 16. So this here, this is my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my 8, so that's my 8 look there. And now I'm stitching it together so to make it into a 16. Oh yes, so you just asked actually what, and hopefully I've answered your question before you asked the question, Nafisa. That's what you do. So I'm gonna show you some of my strips in a minute. So you join it up. So if you want to make notes, make a note on your phone, make a note on a piece of paper. So a jelly roll pack. Actually, I can show you what a jelly roll pack looks like, because they're quite fun. So they're 2.5-inch strip wide fabric by the width of fabric, and usually they come in like 40. So if you sewed 40 strips together, that's going to give you a single bed size. That's what it gives you, a single bed. If you do 80, so 2 packs, that will give you a double bed. And then if you want to do a king size, you need to do 120, so it's 2.5 packs essentially, and that gives you a king size. I mean, you can do 90. I've done 90 before, and then I've done a 5-inch border around it. Right, so before we get to there, I'm just going to, I just need to strip. You know, I create a single beds. Yes, it's really nice. I mean, you just have to trim the fabric into 2.5-inch strips, and there's so many rulers. You ready, Bobby? I have, yes, I have, Nafisa. You missed it, because I just did a little talk about what's in the basket. Do you want me to show you again? I can show you, because actually I've got them sitting here. I'll just get to here and then I'll show you. Hello, Esther. Welcome to you this evening. So right, so now it is in, ta-da, look at that. So now it is in 16 strips, like that. I'm just reading your comments. Yeah, so it's in 16. So now that is done, and I'm going to now get my strips ready to go to stitch up for the next set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it up. There is loads of it. Bear in mind this is king size, so it's quite big. So I'm going to pop that down there. I'm going to get my little pack, and Have I got one? Have I not got one? Oh. Oh, yeah. Right, look. So, have inner fabric like wadding. I'll ask that in one. It's not a silly question, Nafisa. I'll ask that in 1 second. That is what a jelly roll pack is. That's a jelly roll pack. So 2.5 inch wide width of fabric. This one here only has 20 strips in it. So when you get them, be wary that you might think you might have 40 in it. You might have 20. So if you got 2 of these, then that would make a single bed size. So I'm gonna pop that back there. So right. Hold on. So does it, as in, yes, it has wadding. So what will happen is, let me just, if I bring back this to show you, okay, because this is eventually going to be a quilt. So this is one of my blocks. This is what I was stitching earlier when I first came on. And then, so you've got, so that, this is your main fabric. I've appliqued this on. That's your main fabric. And then you've got the wadding. Then there's going to be a backing fabric on there. So like, I don't know. Let me see if I've got a bit of fabric. Right. So then you would put so a bit of backing fabric is going to go on like that. That's called sandwiching your quilt, just so you know, technical terms and everything. That's your sandwiching of your quilt. And then what you would do is you would quilt like around here, this bit here. Or indeed you can quilt all the way over it if you want to, but when I do this one, I'm probably only going to do here. But yeah, so that's essentially what you do. So you would have fabric on the front, you'd have your wadding, and you'd have your backing. So if you're going to do a jelly roll race quilt for your kids, then your jelly roll race quilt would be on the front, then you'd have the wadding, then you'd have the backing, and then you would just like quilt it down the lines. That's what's great about a jelly roll race quilt, because you've got those lines to follow when you're quilting. And I can assure you that we will get to the stage where I'm going to be quilting that quilt, but it's going to be quite big. It's going to take, I was thinking about this the other day, it is going to take probably at least about an hour, a couple of hours probably, just to sandwich the quilt. And luckily I've got my big tables, so I'll be doing it on that. So yeah, that is that. Any other questions? Let me know. I am very good. Thank you very much, Queen. I'm very good. So what I'm doing today is I am working on my jelly roll race quilt today. So you top stitch on the strip. You do, exactly. Because that's the quilting. Right. I'm gonna keep it here because I know people are gonna want to see it, aren't they? Yes, so when you quilt it, so this is it, Queen. I'm working back on here. So when you quilt it, Nafisa, you're going to stitch down those lines there. That's what you're going to do. It's super, super easy. I mean, you could go the other way if you want to. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I use a quilt guide. After browse some jelly rolls. Yay! Go browse jelly rolls. Now, remember, you're going to need, for a single bed, you're going to need 40 strips. 40, okay. And then you just need like a duvet cover for the back. If you get a single duvet cover, that's the perfect. Any place you'd recommend? Well, I mean, there is quite a few. I'm just trying to think. It's very difficult because obviously it means I've got to give you a brand name. That's the problem. But yeah, but what you can do is you can go, if you go to our website, you know, our website address is in the bio. We've got a directory on there. So we've got a directory for suppliers, and in the suppliers there's some really, really great ones in there. They sell jelly rolls, and I think one of the search options is fabric, so you can have a look at those. But also as well, going to a quilt show to choose some, that's the best thing. Go and have a look, because then you can see the fabrics more. But yeah, go to our website, look at the directory, and then you can you're welcome. Yeah, so if you were stitching it like that way, I know we were talking last night, Becky, you were waiting for the wiggle stitch, weren't you? Now when I do these I always do a wiggle stitch because I love it. It's just such a great effect. And then I could go that way, but obviously there's no lines to follow. So sometimes what I do, sometimes I'll draw one line and then I'll use my quilting guide, which is a little attachment you put onto your presser foot, and then you just follow it like that. So I might, when we quilt it, I will show you how we're going to do that. I'm going to pop that there. So what I need to do now is what we did the other night. I need to I need to get 100 strips for my next section of the quilt. Let me just see. I put some like yellow one in. So this is obviously I've trimmed this into the 2.5-inch strips. That's what I've done. But if you buy a jelly roll pack, it already comes made anyway. But I've trimmed these ones from the fabric that was gifted to me from my birthday from last year. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to start organising them. And you can ask me questions while I'm organising. If you want to, please ask any questions. So yeah, I'm getting excited about going to Derry, to London Derry next week. I can't believe it's next week. I mean, how long have I been talking about it? It's just mad, really. So we're going to be... So I was talking to my friend, hello Sammy. I was talking to Beryl, and we're flying into Belfast. So you might not have heard all the shenanigans about that, because I wanted to fly to Derry, but there just isn't the flights that really fit in with what we got to do. So we're going to fly to Belfast, and then I'm going to drive down to Derry, which is about an hour and a half. So it's not too bad. I mean, I'm thinking, from where I am, an hour and a half, probably Surrey maybe? Other side of Surrey? Not too bad. And then, but the good thing is, obviously, they drive on the same side of the road of us, don't they? So that's helpful over there, being that it's the UK. And then we're just going to get to the hotel. We're just going to veg out in the lobby. And I did think because I'm doing a live stream from the show next Wednesday, Thursday, next Friday I'm doing a live stream from the show on my YouTube channel, so you can watch that. But I definitely will be doing some TikTok lives from it. Do you carefully choose the order of strips, or is it random? So Nan Ruth, no, this let me talk to you about jelly roll waist quilts. So you really got to go as random as possible, because when you stitch it, they're literally going to move all the time. And even if you use fabric that is got direction, it's going to turn, because the amount of times you're doing that with it, you're pulling it up, you're stitching it down, you're pulling it up, you're stitching it down, it moves. And so, I mean, if you get a jelly roll pack, in the jelly roll pack, usually you might get, say, I don't know, you get 40 strips, and maybe 5 might be there might be 5 same ones, or 6 same ones, something like that. And so literally you've just got to stitch it, just go for it in the order that they've sent you, because it's going to move. That's what's weird. You cannot, believe me, you cannot plan where they're going to land. So I've actually taught this quite a few times, and the amount of people that when I've taught, and they're determined to try and get it to land in a different place, but you just can't. So yeah, so literally don't even think about it. Go random. That's what you do. Hello Sammy, hello Lewis, thank you so much for following me on my TikTok channel. But what I'm doing now is, I know it looks, so I'm actually creating a couple of piles, because some of it, there was a lot of it that's the same, and I want to try and do it differently if I can. That's the plan. So right, I'm going to get these ones now. So I'll do this, and then I'll show you again the bits and bobs that's in my shop, my TikTok shop, because we decided that if you want to get something from that, it's perfect for you. It's absolutely perfect now, Ruth, honestly. Absolutely perfect. Jelly roll waist quilts are really great. Yes, if we decide if you wanted to get something from my TikTok shop, you can get one of our completely free little rosettes, one of these lovely little things. We're going to send you one of those with it. Hello Georgia, welcome to you. So this is the fabric. Do you remember this fabric from the other day? This is the one that my lovely friend Carol brought back from New Zealand, and so I'm actually going to put it into the quilt. So it's kind of been like snuck in, really, because it didn't actually technically come from my birthday, but this is from her 60th birthday trip that she went on, and she for my birthday had fabric printed with photos on it, and I can't make it into 2.5-inch strips, so it would literally just go right through the picture, so I can't do that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to put that there. Let's get this one. I've got a few, I mean, some of it when I was hello Sylvia, welcome this evening to you. Some of it when I was trimming it the other day, you know, you might remember me saying, I was a bit like, oh, because some of this fabric is so lovely that it is kind of one that you might just want to sit and admire and not actually use, but you know, I need to use it because it's for my birthday, so that is fine. So at the moment I'm just creating a few piles, and then I've got to count it into tens because I need to count 100 of them. And then you have to keep me, Nafisa, you have to keep me up to date on your Jelly Roll Race purchases, your Jelly Rolls quilt purchases. Get some strips. It is super easy. I mean, also as well, the other thing as well, Nan Ruth, is that, I mean, really, ideally you want to stitch it to 1/4 of an inch, but you don't have to. As long as you stitch it overall the same as all of it, really doesn't matter. That's another reason why I love it. And yeah, so I did a hello Grace, good evening to you. Love those your little symbols of your unicorns. Love that. So I did a workshop in it a little while ago, and it was like 2 whole days of the workshop. And they, over the 2 days, they made a whole quilt. They did. On the first day, they did the Jelly Roll Race quilt top, and then the second day they wadded it, they backed it with their fabric, and then they quilted it. So you can actually, over 2 days, you can actually get a whole quilt done. And actually, when I say 2 days, they were only doing it from, what did we start, 10 till 5, so 7 hours? Yeah, 7 hours. This is my London fabric. Look, that my American friend brought me London fabric. How funny is that? It was thought she'd get me American fabric, but she didn't. She got me London fabric. I did get lots of sewing themed fabric, and I got some random this kind of fabric with little skulls and things like that on it. Very random, that one. This one's called Halloween Countdown. That was. So I did decide as well to keep the selvage edge in it, because this is called Whiskers. It's called Whiskers Pretty Posy. How cute is that? Anyway, so I decided to keep that in it because, oh, she put that glue dot, didn't she? Now that, I can tell you, I know who this came from, because this has got that on it. I'm going to have to chop that off. And she put these Velcro dots on it when she, oh dear. That's my friend Sheila, you know, the one I met up with the other day. That's her. And it's funny, because I showed her the quilt, actually. She was like, I think I recognise the one I gave you. I'm like, yeah, you gave me that one. Anyway, it's got to be a bit shorter. Never mind. Let's have a little, I'm just going to do, let's do one more, and then we'll have a little count up of the piles. Yeah, so anyway, so I was saying, I left the selvage edge on. Originally, when I was making these into 2.5 inch strips, I was taking them off, and then I thought, you know what, actually, I'm going to leave it on because it gives the name of the fabric. So I thought, you know, it won't really matter, will it? And this is technically for my belated 50th birthday, which was last year. So yes, I put that there. I think I told you guys about that. About my party that I had. How do you quilt? I thought the whole thing was a quilt, but it sounds like it's a separate thing. Oh, well, no. So this is the thing. So when you, sorry, Rhonda. Well, Rhonda's just asking, if you can't see what she's asking, Rhonda's asking about when you quilt, you thought the whole thing sounds like a separate thing. So when you're stitching fabric together, technically that's called patchwork. And then when you put the wadding on, and then you put the backing on, and then you do a stitching pattern on that, that's technically called quilting, because you're quilting the whole fabric and wadding and everything together, and that creates the quilt. So yeah, so it is a bit of a process. So you can buy like pre-quilted fabric and that kind of stuff. Right, so now I'm going to count my piles. That doesn't sound great, does it? Let me put that in there. So I need to get any other questions? Anybody? Any other questions? I need to count it into. I'm gonna put that on there. I need a bit of space. Right. I need to count 100. So, oh, that's the same one. We don't know that one. Hello, Kimmy. Hello, Cassie. Oh, welcome back, Cassie. Welcome to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I can definitely count. So I'm going to put them into piles of 10 because I find that's easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Especially when I'm chatting to you guys whilst I'm sewing, then I know I've done my 100, you see. So, right, we're going to need another pile. I'm going to put that on there. I'm hoping there's 100 here. If not, we're going to have to add a few more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, IG. Welcome to you this evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what we'll do is, as some of you have joined us since I showed you what's in my TikTok shop, I'll show you again, and I'll tell you a little bit more about like the process of like, especially like Japanese sashiko stitching. I'll tell you a bit more about that. Let's get this one. I think we're going to need to count more actually, because I don't think it's going to be 50 here. We shall see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, Lily. Let's see if I've got 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Isla, hello. You're on a different one, Isla, now? Right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, no, so we have not got enough, people. We've not got enough. Right, let me get together 50. Well, there's my 50. Going to pop them there. Let's get the bag again. Oh, I thought we were doing well. But no, clearly not. That means I'm going to have to probably trim some more. I've technically got, because I showed you, didn't I? The hello Jojo, welcome to this evening. I've technically got the rest of that fabric, so I think we are gonna need it. That's for sure. Right, I think I need to put you guys on charge. So just hold on a minute. I'm just going to pause just for a minute. I am back, people. I had to put my screen on charge. I'm thinking, oh, it's getting a bit low. Right, okay, so we're going to carry on counting these. Well, first of all, we're going to make the piles with the fabric to do that. So hopefully you can all still hear me. Thank you so much, Manhattan boy. Hello, welcome to you. Thank you so much for liking my live. Please share it as well, because it definitely helps. It definitely helps to bring the wonders of sewing when people share my live. Hello, Fleur. Welcome to you. This is that's another lovely, lovely, pretty one. That one is. There's so many, isn't it? So many of them. Yeah, so they were all very, very different fabrics that my friends got me for my birthday. And yeah, so we're gonna stitch these together. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, Kimmy. That one's slightly longer. Oh, yeah, there were some Chinese fabrics in it, as you can see by this one, and that one is similar to one of the ones that's in my zippy pouch that I made. Hello, the crafty CEO. Love that. And what are you the CEO of? You have to let me know. Thank you so much for reposting it and sharing. Right, this one I absolutely loved. So this one was this is a Japanese fabric. That one's really, really, really pretty. So these, green one, and that other one. Is one of my friends, like, who made my cake, who made my birthday cake for my party. She brought me cake themed fabric, obviously. I was like, yeah, that's so Petra. That is her. Okay, what we got here? The crafty cut the limited. You sell self-adhesive and HTV. Oh, I have to check that one out then. Love that. Are you based in the UK, or are you in a different country to us? Hello, Donald. So if you're just joining us now and you're wondering what I'm doing, I am sorting out my Jelly Roll Race strips to go my Jelly Roll Race quilt, which we're going to start sewing shortly. That's what we're going to do. But I need to count up another, what did I say? Because I need another 30, don't I? So that is the plan. So I'm just literally prepping it. Oh, Lancashire. Ah. It looks good to sew. Ah. So what you sell then, Crafty CEO, is not sewing related then, is it not? Is it, or it must be crafty related? Is that what it's related? Self adhesive. I don't know what HTV is. I have no idea. I'm not into. You have to let me know. Hello, Melinda. Welcome to you. But yes, sewing. Anybody, you could definitely get into sewing. I'm very good, P. Welcome to you this evening. So I'm literally just sorting out my jelly roll strips at the moment, P. And then I'm going to show you what's in my TikTok shop, because I've set that up. Finally set one up. I thought, well, why not? Hello, Melintha. Welcome to you. So I think we might be nearly there. Let me do a few more. Oh, gives me an itchy nose doing that. Sorting through the fabrics. I'm going to put, let me see, maybe the cat one. Love the cat one. And not at all. People use self-adhesive vinyl. Oh, okay. Self-adhesive vinyl and heat transfer vinyl to decorate items. I know what you do now. I know what you do. You like for t-shirts and stuff like that, and like cups and bottles and drinks bottles where you can put people's names on it. I'm assuming that's the kind of thing you do. Hello, our native flower. Good evening, native flower. How are you? I don't think we've seen you for a couple of days, have we? How are you? So don't forget, if you're not already following. Oh, look at that one. I did a little snip there. That's when I was too busy talking, wasn't I, on TikTok, so I won't use that one. If you haven't already followed us, then please do follow us. And what I'm going to now I'm going to count again, and I'm hoping I've got 30 here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why am I going past 14? All is well, dear good. 1, 2, 3. I was thinking about something else completely different. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're probably all shouting at me going, you've gone past 10, you've gone past 10. We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're definitely going to have 30 then. Okay, motor customers. Oh, they have those. Oh no, that is such a shame. That is such a shame, Crafty CEO. That's really. Have you thought about? Excuse me. Have you thought about doing anything like selling on a TikTok shop? You could do that, you know, and demoing it. Have you thought about doing that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And also, so do you do? I don't know what your name is, the Crafty CEO. You might have to tell me your name. But do you go to any like shows? Whereabouts are you based in the UK? Did you say that? I know you said UK. I might have missed it, but hold on a minute. It's all that fluff. It's all the fluff that's coming off that's gone like right into my throat. Anyway, So yes, crafty, the crafty. We'll call you the crafty. Hello, Beth. Thank you for liking my live. So do you do any shows? Major customers. Oh, I read that bit. Okay, so right. So shall I show you? As there's a few people, more people that have joined. I'll show you what's in our TikTok shop before we get on, and we'll stitch these together. So I've now got. Am I still? Oh my goodness me! 1, 2. Oh no, there is 2 there. That's right, that's right. Oh, Charlotte. Oh, hello, Charlotte. Lancashire, try. Oh, yes, yes. It's difficult, isn't it? It's really difficult. I actually have, so I teach, I can't commit to the business like it needs. Yeah, it's really difficult, isn't it? It really is. I mean, so I'm a carer for my disabled daughter. She has cerebral palsy, and obviously she's not school age now, so you know it kind of helps. But I know it's like you need to be able to like work around them, work from home, and do something like that, and it can be difficult. But also, I teach someone a child who is homeschooled, and who is autistic, and he really struggled. So his mum pulled him out, and then she teaches him from home. And actually, she's part of my Crafty Stitchers quilters that I teach, and he comes and does sewing with me as well, which is really nice. So yeah, it is really tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. So hello, Gel. Welcome to you. Right, so we've now got our 100 strips ready. That's amazing. I know. I mean, it's and you're amazing as well. You know, caring for autistic children is definitely a struggle. But you know, it's also so very rewarding, isn't it? Very rewarding. Right, so let me show you what is in my TikTok shop, which we were talking about earlier. So I decided to put my zippy pouches in it, because you remember I made these to take them to California, and this is one actually that travelled all the way to California. I technically went to Arizona, then it went to California, then it came all the way back with me. So I thought, you know, I'll put this in my shop because one of you guys might like it. And this one has a lovely blue fabric inside. You can see what's on it, this one, and it's got one of our labels in it, because our ethos is shine, embrace, well-being. So it's got one of those. Won't show me where you've had in. Oh yes, please do. Oh no, you're very welcome. I'm trying to formulate ideas for you, Charlotte. I'm very good at formulating ideas. And then, so I mean, I have actually, these two are going to be in there. While they are in the ethos right now of the TikTok world. I don't know when they're going to appear, but they are there. And then the two, so these is Japanese sashiko stitch. So I teach a lot of this. And actually, Charlotte, I don't know how old your children are, but you can definitely get kids to do this kind of stitching, because it's so mindful, and it's so lovely. So it's made using, so this is a indigo fabric, which traditionally is what Japanese sashiko stitching is. You do it on an indigo, like a navy blue fabric with white stitching, and that's the traditional way. And Japanese sashiko stitching goes back like hundreds of years, and it originated to preserve their clothes, really. And now obviously it's all about decorative stitching. So these two I have in my shop, and this one is called a wave, and this one is called a shippu shape, and it's on both sides as well. That's what it's going to show you, on both sides. And it's got little Japanese fabric inside, and Japanese fabric inside it there, and I'm going to put one of our labels in it. And like I mentioned earlier, so if you're just joining me now and you didn't hear before, we're going to, if you want to get one of these, it's in my shop, then we're gonna send you a little one of our free rosettes to go with it, which is really nice. And these little pouches are £10, so that's what they are, and they're made by me. And so I'm going to put it there, really handy for like little bits and bobs. Anyway, so the other thing that's in our shop as well, and I think it's been pinned there somewhere for you guys to see, because I remember to do that at the beginning. Can you have a label? Oh, don't worry, they'll all have labels in it. I'm going to make sure they go off with labels, Dale. I just need to get my little iron out, because you know my big irons, they burn the labels, so I need to get my little one so it's not so hot. But no, you definitely will have a label in. All of my things go off with labels, that's for sure. So anyway, so then I've got 2 Japanese knot bags. So this is the one that is featured in my YouTube video, the one that when I do a how-to on how to make a Japanese knot bag. This is the one that I actually make. So that's going to go up in a couple of weeks, maybe. I know it's been edited at the moment. We're just waiting. Anyway, so you put the long handle through the short handle, and that's your little bag to take out for the evening. You can put it on your wrist like that and put all your stuff inside it. And that's really cute. And then I've got this one as well. and this has got the koi carp fabric on it, and this is actually the one that's on my pattern. So the pattern that I created when I designed the Japanese knot bag. I didn't design the Japanese knot bag, I designed the pattern, because there's loads of different variations of it. Anyway, so on the pattern it's got this one's featured. So anyway, so these bags are in my TikTok shop and they're £30, these ones. And they're also reversible as well, and they've got a little press stud in there. And like I said, they've all been made by me. So yes, so I thought I'd show you guys those. Right, so let's get on with yes, so I was just thinking about the thing. Anyway, let's get on with the Jelly Roll Race quilts, what we're doing. So I'm going to put that there. Hello, Moon Shadow, welcome to you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, they are lovely fabrics, aren't they? Yeah, I do have, that's what I love about sewing and quilting, actually, is that I love choosing the fabrics. And it is quite difficult sometimes to, because there's so many variations as well. You know, like there's a whole, hello Casey, welcome to you this evening. There's a whole, like you can get like a whole range of them. And that we were talking about Jelly Roll packs earlier. That's what Jelly Roll packs are great for, because you get the whole range in that Jelly Roll pack. So you're going to have to keep me updated on how you get on with that. Right, so now I'm going to start stitching them together, and so you can stitch them literally like I'm going to show you. You can just get your first one, and then you can, I'm going to keep them on my lap because that's the easiest thing for me to do. So you could stitch them together literally like that. So Nafisa, if you're still watching, hopefully you are, you could literally just do that. You could draw them together and stitch them. However, what I like to do, you probably notice in the other section that I've already made, I've done them at a point, which means you put them like that, and then you're going to stitch across in like a triangle down here, which is what we're going to do now. And then I'm going to do them in a what's called chain piecing. My brain's completely went there for a minute. I'm going to do them in chain piecing. So I'll do 50 and then I'll do the other 50. So when you chain piece it, you don't like cut the cotton, you literally go straight on to the next one. So they end up being in a one long line, but then you literally just snip each section and then they come undone. And also it's quite good as well. So like me, I've got a sewing machine that has an automatic scissor button on it, and you know, it just saves that bit really. So I'm going to stitch it. So we'll do 50, and then while I'm doing this, you guys can keep me entertained with any questions that you might have. And what time are we on 5 to 9? Because we timed it last time, didn't we? Didn't we say it took like, was it an hour or something, I think, to do that first section? I don't remember. Maybe my TikTok secretary Dale, maybe she remembers. You're good at stuff like that, Dale, remembering. So how old are your kiddos, Charlotte? How old are they? Do that one. I'm going to get a little sip of my tea in a minute. So please remember to share my live to other people. We bring the wonders of sewing to others. 13 and 9. Ah, they're a good age to get into sewing though, completely. I don't know if you've ever done, and you said you're from Suffolk, didn't you? And they are, they're really good age to do with them is Siddy quilting, S-I-D-D-I quilting, Siddy quilting. And if you look at my YouTube channel, the video actually for me doing a demo that went up last Sunday, and it's all using scrap fabric and embroidery cotton, and they are the perfect age, and it's so really good for children that have got differences. Lancashire, right? Okay, not Suffolk, Lancashire. It's so good for children that have got differences because it really helps to calm them and to give them something creative to do, and especially if they like doing craft, then hello Isla, is this the other Isla or is this a new Isla? This might be a new Isla. Put that into there. So now I've done my first 10, so I'm going to keep going until I've done 50, and then you're going to see, I'm going to show you what it looks like, because actually, those of you who seen it before, you probably remember what it looks like, but it's very cool when it's when you've done those the first pointed ones. So you don't have to do it at a point, like I was saying. It is, I mean, it's definitely quicker if you do it with two, like where you just put them together like that and not like at a point. That's definitely quicker, but it is quite nice on a point. And sometimes as well, hello frog, love that username. Sometimes as well, what I do is I put a 2.5 inch square in between each one, and that puts like a block all the way through it. And you get the same machine out. No, crafting but struggles with things. I don't know whether that bit they stopped that bit, but it's just his struggles with following directions. You like slime? Don't we all love slime? Love that. Yeah, I mean, so I was saying I teach a lad called Toby who is 11, and he's got autism and he's got ADHD as well, and he's homeschooled, and he does do some sewing. He doesn't last that long. He lasts about an hour and a half, but he really loves it, and he loves like doing all the patterns and different things, and definitely with hand sewing as well. Hand sewing is really good, and any kind of craft is really good for their well-being, isn't it? I don't know if following directions. I mean, say when you say about like following directions, sometimes it's literally just best to let them make up their own directions and let them be their own creative person. Because actually, we've been doing sewing with the children in our local children's hospital in Brighton, because I'm from Brighton, and the Alex, and and those kiddos have been doing the plique stitching, and it's really incredible actually just seeing what they've done. I'm going to do, and you would have missed it because I did the blocks, showed the blocks overnight, but I'm going to show them again maybe Friday night. I'm going to show them again because they're actually going off to a quilter to be turned into a quilt, and I'm giving, actually no, maybe Friday night, maybe Thursday night, so I'm giving to a Friday. I just remembered, and I'll show you them again for those guys, for you guys that didn't see them, because actually it shows that children with differences can create something amazing, and they love like chopping up the fabric and making a pattern and that kind of thing. Yes, I know, they sure do, don't they? So I'm going to put this one right. I need to just make sure right, I'm making sure I'm splitting up my, there you go, my 50's there, and this is my 30. Now the thing is though, when you're doing jelly roll race quilting, because obviously you've trimmed all the fabric and you've got a raw edge, then it is fraying a bit, and so you do end up literally like covered in it. It's quite funny really, because it ends up all over the floor, and I'm like, oh quick, need to hoover that before my pussycats get it. But it's a wonderful mess when you're covered in fabric. That's what I think. All right. Put that there. Get the next one. Hello Dex, welcome this evening to you. Does anybody have any other questions? Let me know if you've got any sewing questions, or always up for answering any questions, or any questions really. Do the next one. So this one's quite a long piece. So I think, remember I said to you that I asked my friends to get a fat quarter. I think this one, they didn't listen on this one. Thank you so much for sending a heart. Thank you, Charlotte. And I think they got me, it might have been 1/2 metre on that one. I mean, it would have been, this is the problem with some fabrics. It can be quite difficult just to get a fat quarter because of the pattern that's in it. And sometimes getting a whole metre gives you like more of like a, I mean, look at that. That's really nice, isn't it? Gives you more of a an idea really of what the fabric's like. So you're probably thinking, if you haven't seen me before, you're probably wondering what my next projects are. So, and also if you have seen me, you probably are still wondering what my next projects are. Hello Lucy, welcome to you. So I've done the 2 bags now, haven't I, for my friends for their 50th and their 60th. That's done. And then I'm thinking of doing a cushion for my friends who are renewing their wedding vows in June. And that I'm probably going to do it in a trapunto method. You know, like I'm doing the ghost quilt. Got to do that one. So that's upcoming. And I've got to make, that's what I've got to do. I've got to do a cushion. I was kind of reminded of that actually the other earlier. I was thinking, oh yeah, I need to do that. A cushion for my friend for her daughter's wheelchair, because she's got very like specialist wheelchair, and sometimes you can't get cushions to fit it. And so they've given me the measurements of that, and I'm thinking, yeah, we could do that. We could make that. So I need to work out the size. So I'm probably going to do that in, you know, the puff cushion that I showed you that I made, that I did at my quilters that I teach. Well, I'm probably going to do it in a puff cushion, but she really loves a certain kind of fabric, shall we say. So I'm going to see if I can get it, because it's one fabric that is quite hard to get because it's so licensed. So I'm going to see if we can do that. So that's for Georgina. So we're going to see if we can get that done. And then, like I said, I kind of think about it. So I kind of think, well, what have I got coming up? Who have I got like a birthday for? Or I've got, and then of course we start. I usually start my Christmas stuff in August, and it'll be August before we know it. And I have no idea what I'm going to make my friends this year. I mean, maybe it's time for new aprons. What do you reckon? Because there was a year, I'm trying to think, I think it might have been, it wasn't COVID, it might have been, actually no, I think it was after COVID, I think it was 2021, I made them all aprons, and I made them matching oven gloves, and they, oh actually, we don't want that one, let's turn it all around, let's get that one, and what I did was, on the aprons and the oven gloves, I did one side in like a normal fabric, and then the reverse was in Christmas fabric, so that they could use it all year round. That was the plan, and I think they might have done. So I'm thinking maybe I don't know, maybe. I tend to birdie, there's that you popped up at the bottom, birdie. So I'll probably do that. And I've got, hello, birdie, thank you, good evening. I know, it was a good idea, actually, Charlotte, it was a good idea. And actually, so they've had them for a couple of years, and one of my friends, for her birthday recently, went on a pottery class, and I saw her wearing the apron that I made her for Christmas. I mean, I was pleased to see that, like, you know, how many years now? 4 or 5 years later, it's still going, so that was good. And she's called Anna, and I was like, Anna, I'm glad to see you still got my apron that I made you. It was quite funny. So yeah, maybe we might do them. Don't know. Need to have a think. Glad, good to see you saying hello to each other. You're all becoming such great friends now. Dale, Birdie, you missed my little presentation earlier of my things that I've got in my TikTok shop. I've got some zippy pouches, I've got some Japanese and knot bags, because they got approved, yay, by TikTok. Sadly, my scrappy dolls, remember those? Remember my scrappy dolls? They were not approved, which is a shame, but, you know, it's okay. I'm sure they can be found a home. Yes, I know. It was very, I was like, woo. So hop over and have a little look. Eventually, we're going to put all of our patterns in there, and maybe some fabrics as well is what we're thinking. Definitely what we're thinking. Right, we're nearly there. I've got 12. I've got 12 to go, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like, because you are going to be like, Whoa. Hello, Selena. Welcome to you this evening. Hello, Sally. I love that yellow one. This is one of my favourite ones. I love that one. I mean, to be honest, I love them all, but there are a few that I'm like, oh, I love that one. I can have a top like this one. I love that one. All like bright. Actually, I'm just thinking that might not be 2.5 inch. What have I done with that one? Oh, this could be one of my end bits. I think it is. Right, we won't use that one. I'm going to nick one off another pile. Let's nick one off this pile for now. I can get another one out in a minute. Hello, Amber Leaf. Welcome to you, Amber Leaf. Right, so here we go. So now we are on the last 10. Ah, thank you for saying hi, Amber Leaf. How are you? Have you had a good day? Have you had a good Tuesday? And where are you in this wonderful world of TikTok? We are from the south coast of the UK. We are from Brighton. And it's been a lovely day here today. Although my husband did say earlier he saw a little bit of rain and we were like, oh no. We don't rain. We're nearly in May. Although I must say, nearly in May, remember I said before that I was a florist. I was a florist for 12 years and I only did weddings. We live in Leeds, St. Parents Couple Nights in East Midlands. Oh, thank you, Birdie. Hello, Charlotte. So I'm making a jelly roll race quilt at the moment, Charlotte. Yes, remember I said I was a florist for 12 years. Well, May is not, you do not want to go getting married in May, I can tell you, because that was the month that always had rain on a Saturday, always. It was like, you know, sometimes it was torrential, so do not get married in May. Are you good, Charlotte? Have you had a good day? Had a good Tuesday? What have you been up to today? So I'm literally now, I've nearly sewn 50 strips together. We've got 3 or 4 to go, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I've done, remember I said at the beginning, I've done it in like a chain piece. I've chain pieced it all together so you can see what that looks like. And then we got 2. How long have I been sewing? Amber, I have been sewing. So I've been sewing since I was a child, and I used to sew like my own doll clothes, and then I used to make my own clothes when I was a child as well, when I was a teenager, and then I had a massive gap of like 18 years because I was bringing up my children, and then I took up quilting and patchwork in 2020 when I was recovering from my hysterectomy. So really, as much as I did it when I was young, I would say mostly I've been doing it since sort of 2021, and now I really sew for my mental well-being because it's so good to be doing any kind of craft, and also because I'm a carer for my daughter as well. So it's really great to do any craft. Right, let me show you the 50. Here we go. We've done. I started in the last year, so still learning. That's amazing. So Amber, I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association, and our membership is completely free. And if you go into onto our bio, our website's in there, and then you can sign up to our membership and get our newsletters and stuff like that. And we have completely free sewing days as well you can get involved in, because we are all about sewing for well-being and just enjoy your process of sewing and just encouraging each other and just supporting each other and just enjoying it, really. Do you just have one heart? If not, are there any others? Enter sewing, Birdie. So I actually have twins, and neither of them are into sewing, just so you know. So one of them lives with me, is the one that lives with us. That's the one that I care for. So yeah, so I'm just the twins. That's all we've got. But then we've got 3 cats. They like my babies. Yes, do look at that, Amber. So yeah, so it's in our bio. Our website's in there. And look, anyway, so I'm going to show you what 50 strips looks like in chain piece together. So look, these are in chain piece, and it looks like bunting. Look. What do you think of that? Let's do that one. It looks so. Doesn't it look cool? Oh, hang on. I think it looks cool. It's cool. It's cool under my la la la. It's still coming. Still coming. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So what we're going to do now? Sorry. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. It's not personal at all. Birdie. No, they don't. Not at all. Not at all. Into gaming and that kind of stuff. Not, and I don't do gaming at all. I'm dreadful at gaming. Whereas my daughter, the one that lives with us, she is very much into gaming. So anyway, so now what we're going to do is, so that's all joined together. So I'm going to snip them into like a long strip, and I need to snip off the back like that, and take off these little bits off the back, because so then it's going to look like that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So I'm just going to keep doing that for the minute, and then we'll do the other part of 50, then we'll put them both together. I know, Charlotte. Maybe you should. Do you know what? I'm still formulating ideas in my mind for you, Charlotte, because I'm sure there's a way you could use your. Because a lot of people love that machine that you have, like for their fabric and stuff like that. I'm trying to think. Anyway, look. So I'm going to trim these off, and yeah. So you are going to have loads of triangles, which you could use on something like confetti quilting. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So let's do another one. We'll do it quickly, and then we can get on to the next one. Because I'd like, it's 9:15. We'll see how we go. So I'm probably going to go on, finish at about 10 tonight, and because I'm getting up fairly early in the morning. It's going to go down and do some, so if you just joined us now, you're going to hear me say this earlier, I'm going to do some filming for my YouTube channel tomorrow, and I'm off to get a brand new sewing machine, which is our prize for so we are sponsoring the beginners category at the Malvern show, which is the Quilts UK in Malvern in May, and so tomorrow I'm going to choose that machine and film it as well. So I'm really excited about that, actually, really excited. So yes, so I'll probably finish at 10, so I've got to get up fairly early. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Oh, happy. I love that happy. I think you've been with us before. Let me go. So I'm gonna just keep doing it. Thank you so much. Hello, Karen. Hello, Stitch Perfect. I'm gonna keep doing this, and you just know, because I always end up missing one, don't I? Always end up missing one. Hello, Layla. Look at that one. It looks good. Oh, thank you, Amber. So you're just in time. So yes, if anybody else, if you're into sewing, even if you just want to follow what we're up to in the quilting world, please do sign up for your free membership, because it all supports us, and it helps support us with when we do work for the Children's Hospital and stuff like that. So yes, please sign up. You just have to go to the website and click on the join. Our membership's completely free. And right, so this is this one. Let's have a look at this one. This is going to be incredible as well. Look, ta-da! Yes, so you can, if you look at our Charlotte, if you look at our events page, there are some completely free Zoom sewing days. Have a look, please do. It takes 2 seconds just to do. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, and actually I've got 2. Saturday and Sunday this week, I've got 2 free Zoom sewing days. The Saturday one is to make cup mats for the charity that we sew for, called the Lewis Foundation, and then Sunday is just a general sewing day with me, really. And if you want any advice, and because obviously you can, in that situation, you can talk better, can't you? Because I'm just reading all your comments here. But yeah, so then, but I will be on TikTok in the evening anyway. So, and I'll be doing that during the day on Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes I do them back to back. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on what I'm up to, really. But I've got a whole load of the cut mats going off soon. Hello, Lewis. Welcome to you. Right, we're nearly there. I think. Well, I say we're nearly there, but I don't know if we're nearly there. I'll have to keep it. Feels like we are. Look at that one. Ta-da! Looks good, doesn't it? Really, really good. Are you feeling better now, Birdie? Because you weren't very well, were you? You said you had a day of not being that well. Hello, Pink Crochet. Ooh, love that one. But like I said, when you sew these, it's, you know, even though obviously these ones, they'll always be next to each other, but you're never going to guarantee what's going to lay that side and that side. That's what's wonderful with Jelly Roll Race quilting, because it is one that you just, you know, you can't overthink it, because there's no way you can overthink it really. You just got to just go with it and stitch it. Hello Victoria, welcome to you. There we go. That's the one that's got the camper van fabric on it. And then here comes the London fabric. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can get the other 50 done. And we'll definitely get it. If I end up staying on a little bit later than 10, that's okay. I just got to prep for my... thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for signing up. I've prepped my bag. Oh, that's what's going to tell you. I will show you before we sign off. So you know my new handbag that I got that is in the shape of a sewing machine. So some of you guys might not have seen it, because I literally, if you're fairly new to watching me, you might not have seen it. But I will show you before I log off. Do not let me forget, okay? Because it's fabulous. And it is in the shape of a sewing machine. Now, it's going to be funny to see what, when I go tomorrow to the sewing machine place to choose the sewing machine for this prize, what she's going to think of my sewing machine bag. It's going to be funny. Anyway, it's really, really good because I can keep all of my camera system in my sewing machine bag. Look at that one. That's so cool. And it's perfect. So I'm very, very happy. So it will have its second trip out of my bag because it went to the children's hospital and the kiddos loved it when we went there last Friday. Look at that one. Wow. I'm getting far too involved, aren't I? Far too involved. Let's just do this one. I'm going to the Stelios. So I should plug into the Stelios. What is that? I have no idea. You might have to remind me. And you're very welcome. I always make people welcome into our sewing world. And thank you so much for watching me. It means a lot. It really, really does. Look at that one. Oh, one. Oh, I see. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I think I know what I think I saw that actually on the other social media, you know, page, the blue one, that one. I think I might have saw it listed. Well, you know, it's worth a go, isn't it? I mean, I think, especially as it's been going for so long, it'd be a real shame. It's a shame you can't just scale it back for a little while, just to keep it until your kiddos get a bit older. That could be maybe an idea. It came up. Someone should try. Yeah, why not? Why not? There's sometimes these things are like meant to be at the right time, and sometimes when you see something like that, it's sent to you at the right time. That's thoroughly how I believe things are, without a doubt. I'm going to show you we're nearly there. I'm going to show you the pile of triangles in a minute. Hello Ray, welcome to you. Melvin. Hello Melvin. Good evening to you as well. So we're just preparing. If you're just joining me now, then I am just preparing my jelly roll strips ready for my Jelly Roll Race quilts that we have been busy making. So what is the plan Right, it's 9:20. We'll talk about tomorrow. What is the plan for tomorrow night? So for those who just joined, usually I come on, you're welcome. Get your machine out of the garage. Oh, good. Get your machine out of the garage, Charlotte, without a doubt. So for those who are just joining me now, I'm usually live in the evening, usually sort of like 7, 7:30 till about 10. Friday, I'm probably going to be 8 till about 11, I was thinking, because I know what I've got, not Friday, Thursday. Friday's different. Thursday, probably about 8 till about 11. And then, so usually I'm live every day. Sometimes I'm in my little sewing room, sometimes I'm in the bigger one. So, yeah. So you can, and also I do lots of YouTube things as well. I do lots of YouTube live streams. Look at that. Right, so that's that 50 now done. Gonna pop that down there. Need to make sure I know where the end is. That's one thing, to join it. Gonna put that there. Now we're gonna stitch the other 50. But before we do that, I'm going to that is the pile of all the snips that I've done off of the little triangles. So I'm going to try and work out what we're going to do with that. I'm just going to get a sip of my tea. Hold on a minute. I'm so happy that I can inspire people to think. I'll get their machines. Get your machine out. Definitely. Right. So let's get this one done. And then I think we've definitely got the time. And then we can, so tomorrow, I kind of want to do a bit of stitching on that ghost quilt tomorrow. I need to work out a way of how I can chat to you guys and concentrate on it at the same time. So I might have to wait until I'm back in my bigger sewing room. I don't know. We're going to work that one out. I'm going to have a think about that tomorrow. But we're carrying on with the jelly roll quilt. And what else? Oh, the Somerset quilt. I've got that sitting here. I keep thinking to myself, I've got to show you guys. So yeah, I'm going to show you the Somerset quilt. So we'll start off with doing the Patchwork of Crosses block, because I got that one to finish, but I need to get the backing fabric, so we can finish that one. That's what we'll start off. And then I might show you the Somerset quilt, because once I've done that one, I'm actually going to be working on the Somerset quilt. So I'm kind of at the stage where I'm like, woohoo, I could get back to that one. That's going to be, it is quite an incredible quilt. In actual fact, I was talking about our quilt show earlier. So if you're joining now and you haven't heard about our quilt show, we are doing our very own quilt show in Brighton on the 5th and 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse. And thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you. And at that show, we are going to have potentially 12 different Somerset quilts on display. One of our groups wants to display their quilts, and they are the Somerset quilts. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, I'll show you. Remind me, my TikTok people. Remind me tomorrow to show you that. If I say Somerset quilt, and I'll get that one out. I mean, it's technically in blocks at the moment, so it's not actually by no means in any way put together. But it's because obviously you have to start off in blocks first. So that's what we will do. But I do want to finish off. We'll finish off the Patchwork of Crosses one, and then we can get on to that one. That sounds like a plan. Does that sound like a plan? I think it does. Hello Ruth, welcome. And then I can let you know how my day went. So I am going to get a new beautiful sewing machine that's going to be given as a prize. When we sponsor the beginners category. Hello Chrissy, welcome this evening to you. Welcome HLC. HLC, you've been with us before. Welcome back. So I'm just doing another 50 strips, and then I'll put them together in the 100 so there's 100 strips, and then we will see where we are. I probably tomorrow, don't know. We'll see how we go. Probably tomorrow, probably start stitching together. I reckon. Hello, Ruthie. Welcome, Ruthie. Love the pink bows. There's a lot of people that put pink bows on their names. Love that. This one is going to proper stand out, isn't it? Really, really stand out on the quilt. That's for sure. So you've got like I think there's a bright red one, isn't there, as well? That one really stands out. But that black one is definitely going to be a standy outy strip. That's for sure. So what's your plans tomorrow, people? You got anything planned? Hello, Bishnu. Welcome to you. Hello. What's your plan for Wednesday? I think it's planned to be good weather. I think I'm hoping so, because when I do my video for my YouTube channel, I like to start outside. Where do I get all my fabric from? Birdie's asking. In various places, Birdie, because I like to get them when I go. I like to get it when I go to quilt shows, without doubt, because a lot of suppliers do really good deals at quilt shows. So I like to get it from there. And when I go to like different places, when I'm travelling and I go to a fabric shop, I might get it from there. But I do love, I mentioned this before, haven't I? I do love a duvet cover, and so obviously that fabric comes from, you know, those kind of shops that sell duvet covers. Those ones, because you do actually get such a lot of fabric for your money when you get a duvet cover, because you get the front, you get the back, and generally you get like 2 different kinds of fabric as well. But I always get it in 100% cotton, because otherwise it's quite difficult to work with. So yeah, kind of all over the place, really. Just when I'm out and about, I'm like, oh, that looks right. I mean, I went to, for example, yeah, I went to the Bath American Museum in Bath. I went there recently. I'm going back actually in May again to go and look at the G's Bend quilts that are on exhibition there. And hello, Adam. And they had like a little, because obviously they've got their American quilts anyway, so they had like a little, you know, little touristy shop in there. And they had some fabrics for sale, so got some from there. I was like, oh, they're nice. I mean, sometimes if I'm got a particular project on, like when I'm working on the Underground Railroad quilts with my Crafty Stitches quilters, then for that one I've gone like research. I think, okay, like for example, I really wanted replica Civil War replica fabric, and so I researched who does that and had a look at what they've got. So yeah, so kind of, and I love getting it from the quilt shows, because you can then really support like your local fabric shop, and even like bigger fabric shops. You can support them, which I think is a good thing to do. So loads of places. Hello, Rando. That's Rando. Thank you so much for liking my live. Thank you so much. Right, let's see how we're doing. So it doesn't really take that long, does it, to like stitch 100 strips, really, not to stitch it together. Do you want the charge? Oh. I was just chatting to my husband. Right. I love that one. I love the bumblebee one. Ah, Katie. Hello, Katie. Hello, Arabella. Are you good, Katie? Are you good? How's the corset making going? Have you done many lately? I'm just sewing more of my strips together. Hello, Gemma. Welcome. Been busy week sewing. Made a little bridesmaid's dress. I love that. I love that. Is it like how old? How old is it? Are they for? I've got I've actually got a bridesmaid's dress alteration coming up, Katie. I've kind of promised that I'll do it. It's only the length, so it's not going to be no, you know, not going to be no problems. I hope. That's the plan. Oh, little girl. Hello, Zero. How are you, Zero? Are you good? Right, so now I'm going to get on to the next little... What sewing machine do I use? Hello, Jude. Hello, Jude. Hello, Mary. So, so I have quite a few, Sean, I have quite a few sewing machines actually, as most quilters do. And the one that I'm using here, you're going to have to go and put it into your little search engine option thing. And it is a, it's called a Memory Craft, and it's a 9450 QCP. That is the one. So if you go and look that up, you'll see exactly what machine it is. How are the ghosties coming on? I just spent all evening cutting some rompers. Love that. Love that. So the ghosts, so all the ghosts are now trapuntoed. I think, did you see that bit? I don't know if you saw that bit, Katie. But so they're all now trapuntoed. They've all been done. Hello, Mel. Hello, Therese. And I've literally started doing the stitching on those lines now. And actually I did a bit of that last night before I finished. So we'll see what the time is, because I want to show you guys the sewing machine bag. Katie, have you seen the sewing machine bag or not? Have you seen that? I will show you. It is so cute. It is so cute. Is it the one? Yes, that's it, Sean. That's the one. I just have to be very careful on TikTok to say what it is. So amazing. Oh, you haven't. Yeah, so you haven't seen the bag. I'm gonna show you. Well, you haven't seen the ghosts or both. Don't tell me which. So yes, so I've started doing the stitching line. I'm going to try and work out. Hello, Vicky. Welcome to you this evening. I'm going to try and work out if I can do some of it whilst live on TikTok, or whether... Oh, the bag. Okay. I'll show you in a minute. I've literally got like 14 to go. Yes, I'm going to work out if I can do it live on TikTok, or whether I need to really concentrate on it. I don't know, because it might be something I might have to have on my lap and be like stitching. I don't know yet, but I started doing some of it, and it's coming along nicely actually. I'm kind of at the stage where I want to just see what it looks like, the ghost quilt. I'm currently making a dress and using I think a heavy duty. Honestly, having random blockages. Oh, sure, that's not helpful, is it? That is not helpful. Now, that model, those machines, they're quite known for that. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, have you had it serviced lately? That's something. And also, if you haven't had it serviced, it's definitely worth taking off like this bit here, the plate here. Take that off and then see if there's any fluff in there if it needs defluffing. Do a little bit of a home service on it, because that might help. Sometimes put a little bit of sewing machine oil in. There, buggers, vitamin. Yeah, there you go. Katie has told you. Agreed. Yeah, so it could be that I will try when I get it. Yes, try that. Put a bit of sewing machine oil in it as well. But it could be, see, the other thing as well, the heavy duty one, you are meant to be doing heavy duty sewing with it, like leather, that kind of sewing, like really thick, like wool, that kind of bag making. That's what it's for. And it could just be that it's a bit overkill for what you need. So you might need to get dare I say it, another machine. And so you can have that one as your spare though. You could definitely keep that one as your spare. That's what I would recommend you do. Hopefully that helps. So you've been making a dress. I love that. I love that. Are you going to wear the dress, or is it for someone else? Hello, Kemi. Welcome to you this evening. So lots of people have popped in and out, sitting with us this evening. So we're heading towards the bank holiday, aren't we? I will be on bank holiday. It just depends. I'm just waiting for someone to confirm on a meeting. Then I know what time the meeting is, and then I can work out my plans. Hello, Tara meow. I love that. I just noticed, Dale, have you changed your little A little picture, it looks like a little cat. Actually looks like my Bailey cat. Right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, I'm doing the 50. And then we're gonna put it together with the other 50. So then we've got our 100 ready for tomorrow night. Then I'm gonna show you. Hello, Linz. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you are well. Have you had a good day? Have you had a good Tuesday? I love that one. I could literally see, I could see that atop on me. I don't know where she got it from though. It's a nice fabric, that one, actually, because it is a cotton, but it's really like it's almost like a lawn, like a cotton lawn. Oh, I've just not noticed it. Terrible friend, aren't I? Terrible. I think because I'm always concentrating on the snowflakes, I'm not actually looking like to the left. That's there's the little Bengal. That's my Eloise, who edits my YouTube channel. She's got a Bengal. Her Bengal is called Mia. I always call her Mia Meow Meow. That's what I call her. Oh, let's push my fabric. There we go. Now it's moved. Hello, Jack. Welcome to you this evening. Welcome. Right, we got 2 to go. 2 to go. And I'm going to show you it again. Because it looked pretty cool, didn't it? Did you see? Does she shout? Yes, she does. Yes, she does, Dale. She does. When we've been round there, she's very loud. I will reconfirm with Eloise, but I remember Eloise saying that they've got a wheel for her that she runs round on. She's a very high energy cat. I suppose Bengals are, aren't they? Unlike mine, unlike my cats. My cats just like to sleep. Here we go. Right, look. Here is the 50 strips all stitched together. Look at that. It looks good, doesn't it? Even more. You're thinking, is it ever ending? There we go. Right. So now, what we're going to do, I've lost my scissors. There we are. I'm going to snip them all, and then I'm going to come off the back. Look, isn't it good? Hello, John. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you are good. Yes, so quite a good day tomorrow. One I did, the other one was quiet. Oh, I know they're quite high energy cats, aren't they, as well, Bengals? As far as I know. But obviously we can't have Bengals because my husband's really allergic. So our what do you call it, cats? Our Siberian cats are non-allergic, so that's helpful. Yes, they are, yeah. Hello, Chew. Welcome to you this evening. I'm just going to keep doing this until we finish. And then I'm going to put the 50 together with the other 50. And then we'll see what time it is. Oh, you adopted yours. Wow. They don't really come up for adoption, do they, Dale, really? They're quite hard. I know, so Eloise, I know they got their cat in COVID, and obviously it had to be delivered. So they'd already they'd already chosen her, and then so like our Bailey cat had to get it delivered during COVID. That was a bit of a pain. Right, hold on, my screen is doing. There we are. Oh, I thought I had my hand stuck in the screen for a minute. Hello, Native Flower. Did you go off and come back? I think you might have done. Right. Let's just keep on doing this. Hello, KJC. How are you? Right. I'll just do this. So I'm chopping off the triangle bits that's on the back, so it looks like that. So we did. If you just join us now, then that is what you've kind of missed, that bit of that process. Hello, Jules. You live in Swindon. In Swindon. Oh. Now here's a fun fact for you about Swindon and me. I did a parachute jump once from Swindon Army Base. Yes, I did. Did it quite a few years ago in aid of a charity. And would I do it again? Maybe not. It was good, but it really, really hurt. It really hurt after. Yeah, no, it's from Swindon. There we go. I suppose that's not far from you, really, is it, Swindon? You kind of got to go up to there. These are the two. So they're the two fabrics that I wasn't sure about chopping into, because they are the real like limited edition special ones. But I thought, you know what, sometimes you have, you've got these things, you've got to use them. Hello, Davis. Hello, Davis. Wow, was it Linton? I don't know. Maybe, because it was a long time ago. Oh yeah, and I did it as a tandem jump from like, I don't know, 15,000 feet, springs to mind, something like that. It was good though. How are you, Davis? Are you good? Are you from America? It looks like you are with your little American flag. 18 and you're from Florida. Love a bit of Florida. I've been there quite a few times. Love that place. Do you do any sewing, Davis? What do you do? Do you do any craft? Hello, Soph. Don't forget to hello, Ellis. Ellis has got a British flag at the end of it. Don't forget to follow me if you haven't already followed me, and share our lives as well. That'd be really helpful. So I'm nearly there. I haven't got too much to go, but I'm definitely covered in little bits of fabric. Hello, Caroline. Welcome this evening to you. Oh, love that. Hello, Blair. Look at the. Oh, actually, let me trim it first, and then I'll show you. I'm getting far too carried away. There you go. Look at that. Look at the bumblebees into the elephants. It's great, isn't it? Really great. So what we'll do is we'll put these two together. Then I'm going to show you my sewing machine bag. So if you're still waiting to see that, I will get that out shortly. And then I will. Hello, Lucky. Love that. Look at that. Yeah, so this one is going to have the selvage edge on it, and I think that's okay because it does show what like the make of the fabric is. This is just a quilt for us. And I was actually asked the other day, hello Eva, Eloise actually said to me, are you actually going to be using that quilt for yourselves? I'm like, actually, I will, without a doubt. There's definitely not one that's going to be like displayed in our quilt museum. It's going to be our quilt. That's the plan. There we go, look at that one. Ta-da, love that one. That's got the, who's coming in at the bottom? Davis. I'm just going to show you, so you're from Florida. So I have an American friend who lives in Arizona, and she brought me British fabric for my birthday quilt. She did not give me an American fabric. She got me London fabric. I thought that was quite funny, but cute. Funny and cute at the same time. Right, let's keep on going. We're nearly there. Oh, I am proper covered. Cannot be wearing this tomorrow, that's for sure. Beep, 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 beep. Here we go. Hello, Neelan. Welcome. So let me just do that there. Trim it to there. We're nearly there with this one. I'm going to put them together. And hello, Lydia. Welcome. Thank you so much for following me. Hello, Angel. And also thank you for liking my lives as well. Put that there. Oh, I thought it was caught at the bottom of my chair for the minute. I was thinking, it's getting bigger, isn't it? Can you see this pile? This pile is getting bigger. So this is what 50, if you're just joining now, this is what 50 strips of fabric looks like when you're going to make a jelly roll race quilt. That is what I am busily working on right now. Hello, Owen. Owen. I love how you spelt that. I'm trying to pronounce it, thinking that's what it is. Hope you've got that right. Right. Look at that one. That's really cool, isn't it? Really, really cool. Beep, 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 beep. Nearly there. And we can stitch it together. Hello, Lydia. Nearly there. I keep saying I'm nearly there. But I am actually nearly there. Hello, Kayla. And Phoebe's just joined us as well. Ah, Brandon. Hello, Brandon. What am I making? So I am making a jelly roll race quilt, and I've been stitching my 50 strips of fabric together, and I'm now just about to stitch this 50 strips to the other 50 strips, and I will show you what a jelly roll race quilt looks like. Hello, Craig. I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm not going to be on for too much longer, actually, Craig, because I've been on since 7 o'clock this evening, but I'll be back on tomorrow if you're around tomorrow. So I'm just going to stitch this 50 to this 50. You must be insane. Thank you, Brandon. No, I absolutely love sewing. And actually, I am sewing 460 strips together in all. So I'm doing it in sections. So I'm doing like 4 lots of 100 and then a set of 60. So I need to do 460 to make my king size jelly roll race quilt. So yes, so I'm very good. Thank you very much, Craig. I've had a lovely day. Had some few little exciting things. So I've been approached by, you got a cold again? Is that you getting that from where you work, Craig? But yeah, I've been approached by an amazing musician to provide the music for my YouTube channel, so that's exciting. Obviously been doing loads of plans for our quilt show in September, and been approached by someone else to put their collection of quilts up, so we're going to be hopefully facilitating that, so that's exciting for our quilt show in September. And tomorrow I'm going to do some filming for my YouTube channel, so I'm going to film the sewing machine that we're giving as a prize for the beginners category at Quilts UK in May in Malvern. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, so I'm really excited. So Thursday I will show you, I might show you tomorrow, just depends, if not it'll be Thursday. I'll show you the sewing machine that we've chosen, or I've chosen, to give as a prize, and so that's really, really exciting. But so now I'm just going to go back to Brandon and show you. So this is now, I've got a big pile now of 100 strips. So so this, Brandon and everybody else watching who wants to know what it is, this is a jelly roll race quilt. So this is one section that has 100 strips in it, and then I've got to do 3 more sections of this, join it all together, and then it'll be like a king size quilt. So it's nice, isn't it? It's really pretty, and it's definitely nice doing it in these like lines like that. Really great. Anyway, hello Jimmy, welcome to you this evening, Jimmy. So Brandon, did you do any sewing or anything like that, or any craft, anything like that? To let me know. So tomorrow, I hope you feel better soon, Craig. It's annoying, isn't it? I think sometimes as well, you know, when you've had a one cold and then your immune level's a bit low, and then, you know, it comes back again. Maybe get, I know, it's annoying, isn't it? Maybe get some orange juice. Get some vitamin C in you. That might help. Hello Edith, welcome to you. So let me show you my sewing machine bag. Let me get it. Hold on. I've just realised I'm definitely going to need more of these because there's not much in there now, which means chopping all the other fabric up, which we need to do at some point. Right. So look, this is my sewing machine bag. Look, can you? I don't know if you're still there. So this is my sewing machine bag. It's really cool, isn't it? I mean, it's not the most practical of handbags, that's for sure. Hello Funky Potato. But what is perfect about it is that so I can keep all my camera system in the bottom. So it has a zip around the bottom, So when I go and like film for my YouTube channel, I can keep all of my stuff in here in the bottom, which is genius because it's like hard. It's hard case, and then in the top. So my sewing's in there as well. Obviously, got to have a bit of sewing in there, and then in the top is really, really cool. And hello Joe, welcome to you. And so there is actually quite a big in-depth just trying to see if I can see it, in-depth in there to put my phone and my keys and that kind of stuff in there. So it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So I don't know if Katie, if you're still there, if you've seen it, but yeah, it's great. And yes, so let's see who else is just going to join us for the last few minutes. Hello Stuttgart, hello Andreas, loads of people popping in right at the end. So I think as it is 10 to 10, hello Fraser, hello Peyton, I think I'm going to finish there because I've been on since 7 o'clock. So so tomorrow I will be on in the evening, probably about the same time again, and then we're going to carry on with the Jelly Roll Race quilt tomorrow. Also, I'm going to finish off one of these again. Hello Chloe, hello Chloe. So I'm going to finish off one of these again tomorrow evening, and what else? Oh yeah, the Somerset quilt. I'm going to show you the Somerset quilt tomorrow. That one I'm working on. So yeah, so I hope you all have a lovely Wednesday and have a good evening. And Craig, I hope you feel better soon. It's very annoying to have a cold, isn't it? I'll see you soon, Dale. Thank you for buying that little pouch. We'll get it out to you, Dale, as soon as possible. And you're live. I know. I'm so sorry, Kay. I've been on since 7 o'clock. I've been on for 3 hours, Kay. Join me earlier. So tomorrow, Kay, if you want to join tomorrow, I'm going to be back on about the same time. So about 7, usually 7 to 10, 8 to 11 is usually when I go on. So yeah, so really, really sorry. That's it. Make sure you follow me, Kay, and then you'll get notified when I go on tomorrow. And I will see you later, guys. See you later. Bye.